Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to
A podcast will save this relationship. I'm Sarah, she, her.
I'm Josh, space, he, him. And on today's podcast,
Yeah.
we talked about, we actually read a fan fiction.
Yeah.
Someone sent in a fan fiction through Patreon.
We brought fan fiction back.
It's back. You're welcome, America.
Yeah.
America can finally heal.
Now our patrons can send us fan fictions that they've created.
Written themselves, yeah.
And written without the use of AI, is not allowed.
We're watching you. We're watching
and
you.
we will read it and give feedback if
Yeah,
you want.
because if you
or
want
we'll
it,
just
yeah.
enjoy it. Who knows?
Just enjoy it, yeah.
You can. It doesn't have to be feedback.
Yeah.
This person did want feedback, so we did.
So
give
we
it.
did, yeah. It was definitely a more writing intensive first half, yeah.
I had a great time. It
It
was
was
about K-pop demon hunters, and I did look it up. It is a polycule K-pop demon hunters where all three of them are in a. I think everybody's. It was tagged as on AO3 as everybody's gay.
Okay, gotcha.
The main three are in a relationship, and I think also Rumi and Ginu as well.
Oh, okay.
So it's
See,
like,
because I was thinking it was gonna be like Never Been Christ, but no, it wasn't. Where there's a love triangle of some sort.
Yeah.
But yeah, and we did our Reddit stories as usual. So I hope you all enjoy it.
Yeah.
Timestamps are down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the gosh darn bell, hype on YouTube, and rate us 5 stars on Apple and Spotify podcasts.
Yeah.
And check out our Patreon, Buy Me Coffee, those websites, APWSTR. If you're able to support financially, we would very much appreciate it. If not, no worries. Just watching's good enough.
Yeah.
And mutual aid links are down in the description inside of our link tree. So
Yes.
enjoy the podcast.
Yeah,
I enjoyed
enjoy
it. I hope you do too.
And if you enjoyed the fan fiction, there's a link down below so you can go read it yourself and
Exactly.
give kudos and reviews, which
Yeah.
is very nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, have a great podcast. Take it easy.
Yeah.
How are you doing, Sarah?
I'm doing good, chilling.
You're
What about
chilling. I'm chilling too. Happy week off.
you? Yeah, it was
Happy,
nice.
and also happy Easter, which is
Yeah.
the day that we're recording this on,
Yeah.
because we are godless heathens and we still work on the Lord's Day.
Totally forgot it was Easter.
Straight up, I genuinely only was reminded of it when my mom was like, "Hey, I forgot that Easter was this week.
Yeah, let's all get together.
Let's get together if we can." And I was like,
no,
Easter's a
unfortunately.
work day."
Sorry, we gotta work on Easter, Mom.
Yeah. Sorry, I've resorted to a life of Wednesdays and Thursdays being my weekends,
Which is baller.
which honestly highly recommend if
It's
you're able to
peak.
choose your hours, because
Yeah. Nobody's around.
no one's at Costco. I mean, people are still at Costco, but
People are always at Costco, but
not
yeah.
a weekend Costco. Let me tell you. Let me tell you what,
I can't wait for the Easter chocolate to go on sale.
dude. Straight up, yeah.
Dude, I've been thinking lately, and I know I said this like a couple months ago, like
Yeah.
what if we went to one of those bulk stores and just got a big old thing of Twix and just kept them?
I mean, we can go to Costco Business.
Right, that's what I'm thinking. And then we just like have one every once in a while. Because like when
I don't really want one every day. Yeah.
yeah, like I don't need, like I'm not going to eat like a million of them all at once.
Yeah.
I think like sometimes at night, instead, I want a sugary thing.
Like a treat. Yeah.
And it's like if I could have like a decaf coffee and a Twix,
That's pretty good.
it would hit the spot and then I would go to bed and I'm fine.
And I will say, technically, it's cheaper than going to like 7-Eleven and getting one
Every couple of days or something.
Yeah, if that's how it was going to be. Yeah.
Which we don't, I wouldn't do
Hey,
that.
all that money you guys are giving us, it
It's
wasn't
going towards Twix.
it wasn't for pills, like I said on stream. It's going to Twix. But I did want to say,
Yeah.
can I talk about that for a second?
What, the pills thing?
Yeah, the pills thing with
Yeah.
stream elements.
Oh, yeah. That was crazy.
So I will say, on stream I did talk about the fact that we had issues paying for pills. Like we were waiting a little bit.
Yeah.
But we were able to. So everyone calm down.
We're good.
We're good.
Don't
All
worry
right.
about it. Yeah.
But I did ask for more tips than usual if people were able to do it.
You love begging.
I love begging.
We
Listen,
love begging for
sometimes,
money.
sometimes we need to. All right. So we very kindly, there was like $25 that was sent to me, which was
Yeah.
very nice. I then sent the money. A week goes by.
Mhm.
Don't get it in the account that I thought I set up.
Yeah.
So the same day that I sent the things
Yeah.
was the same day that one of my bank accounts got closed
For not having money
for not
in it.
having money in it, for being
Ironically.
overdrawn for too long.
And the bank sent the payment to the bank that didn't have any money in it, then closed the account.
Yeah, because Stream Elements has 2 separate payment
That shit's
providers.
Yeah.
One for sponsorships, which was the one I actually changed the banking information of, and then there's one for the tips. which is confusing.
Yeah, and little things like that happening is how you know the economy's really fucking bad. Not to blame everything on the economy being bad.
You can blame a lot of things on the economy.
I just feel like little things like that where you get fucked. Where I feel like in a better economy,
Echo money.
Yeah, in a better echo money, I feel like you would have an easier time like calling support and being like, "Can I get to
yeah, can you send it back?" Yeah,
you know. And I'm like, maybe not in this case, but it's like I don't know. I feel like we would all have a better time. I don't know what I'm trying.
I don't know. Yeah, but I get it. Yeah, it's just bullshit. I had to deal with some bullshit. Yeah, but I don't know. That was the only like thing I realized this week that was bad. Like other than that, it was a week. Okay, I just thought 3 seconds ago.
Okay.
You know how we have the running joke of when we take a week off, bad things happen.
That was the bad thing.
No, I was gonna ask you. Do you think someone out there for like a split second thought
it would happen?
Oh, because Josh and Sarah didn't do a podcast this week, Artemis is gonna blow up.
Oh.
Do you think someone thought that?
I think everyone, every time they look at a rocket ship,
they're just gonna
assume it's gonna blow up. Since Challenger.
Do you think though that someone was like, "Ah, fuck, they didn't do a show. They didn't do a show."
I hope so. That's funny,
dude.
I mean, everyone kept being like, "It's not funny. It's to think that it's gonna blow. It is.
I don't think it's funny to think it'll blow up.
No,
it is funny to think I caused it, though. It
is funny to think because horror is funny.
Where was Josh on April 3rd? Whatever.
It means that it's such a good event that you need to ruin it. The human brain needs to ruin it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It's fucked up. Yeah,
needs to get. You need to violate it because it's that's what makes it funny.
Yeah.
But the Artemis thing was really awesome.
It was cool. Yeah, I will say, not to dox where we are, but we were able to see the big ass smoke come from it.
Shit was baller, and kind of I heard it a little bit.
I don't know if I heard it. But I mean,
it sounded just like a plane that was going on for a long time.
That's probably maybe
that's what it was to me.
But it was really cool. It was. I'm happy that we got to watch that live.
It was fucking dope. I was pogging, and then I went immediately online, and everyone was like, "Yeah, I don't know. It's not that. They're not going to the moon. They're flying around the moon. Not a big deal."
Can you?
I don't know. We can just be happy.
We can be happy for 10 seconds.
Okay
just like 10 seconds. Things suck right now. I get it.
Like, yeah.
It is cool to go to the moon.
I don't like the Lockheed Martin stuff. I hate Lockheed Martin.
I do wish Lockheed Martin would say exclusively to space shuttles.
Yeah. If they stop doing all the other genocide bullshit.
Yeah, maybe they can, we can
maybe
pivot. Just do a little pivot.
Yeah. It was a good week. It was good. I got a little gig job coming up.
Hell yeah. Congrats.
So if you were like, ew, how dare they ask for money? Don't worry. Pull up your trousers. I don't know.
Why that? What?
I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I'm getting a damn job.
Okay, yeah.
I mean?
You have a part-time gig coming up.
Call me your tits. I'm getting a job.
What? Yeah, let's just make it worse.
I'm part of the working class.
Yeah,
it feels good, man.
It does feel good. Okay, that's good.
I'm a bit nervous because I'm probably gonna get yelled at, but it's also like because it's customer service. But it's like,
but still, though, I mean,
at least there's an end date.
Yeah, so you're like, oh, I'm not doing this forever.
Yeah.
Like, this is just a very obviously temporarily.
I was like 5 days worth of work.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, great. And then I'm going to get like a paycheck and hopefully we'll get out of this money hole that we're in.
I will say we are currently, without going into too much, we're in a money hole and we're behind on a few things.
Which is our fault.
Yeah, no, that's true. And I will say
there's always a fault when it comes to money. The way that I don't like talking about it as much as you do. Because people get weird. You know?
I get it. Yeah,
money's emotional for everybody, and I don't want to manipulate audiences' emotions to give us money that they can't lose.
Yeah, they don't have. Yeah, and as usual, if you don't have the money to spare, do not worry.
Do it.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Again, watching the show is enough for me.
Well, yeah,
to appease me,
to appease us. Well,
No, yeah.
So yeah, I always say that like if we needed money, I wouldn't turn into just manipulating our audience for money. I would rather just get a fucking job.
Okay, that's fair.
Which I'm getting a job.
Which I will say I am on a little bit of the other side of the spectrum where I'm like, hey, just a little bit
I had to convince Josh to let me get a job, which sounds really bad, but it's also like
I was like, no, you're staying in the home. You're taking care of the cats.
You're cooking and you're cleaning. No, it's every time I'm like, I'm thinking about getting a job, man. He is like, why?
So the podcast is over?
But what the
so we can't do
podcast anymore? And I'm like, no, that's not what I mean. I just want money.
That's fair.
I want Pocopia.
So you want to switch to
Tamagotchi life,
and then you want the fucking. So we have to get a switch to PlayStation 5 this year for me to play Grand Theft Auto.
Yes. Everything costs a lot of money, and I want it.
I want it.
Give me. I want Uber Eats sometime.
Sometimes, yeah.
And not even really.
I will say I'm so down to just keep going out and grabbing stuff. It's so easy.
I went on Uber Eats lately just to look because it keeps sending me notifications.
Yeah, they're trying to like get us back on the wagon. It's fucking.
Well, and all the deals are ass. But I went back on it to look at it, and it was just like restaurants. It wasn't like. I mean, that sounds dumb. Like, yeah, duh, Sarah, it's fucking restaurants. But it wasn't like fast food anymore. It wasn't like, Taco Bell.
Is it more like Olive Garden-esque? Because I remember
Applebee's, Chili's, Red Lobster.
I do remember, especially if you go on iDrive, which is the tourist district in Orlando, as I've said before.
Yes.
It's very much you go to, it's just like Bonefish Grill.
Yeah.
Or the Italian place.
Aztecas.
Right next to a fucking parking garage. Like.
Yeah. It's just like, it's all that. And I was like, and every entree is like $20.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck?
This, dude. Yeah.
Fuck that. Why would I go? I would go into the restaurant to have a disappointing meal for like $15.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? I don't even know anymore.
Give or take. I
feel like I'm being like, well, how much could a banana cost, Michael?
$15.
$20? I don't know. And it's like, yeah. So I don't know. I was just like, damn, nobody's ordering on damn Uber Eats. It's not worth it for the fast food places to put their shit up there.
Or at least advertise and try and take up the sponsorship. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn,
it was crazy to me.
Economy's going crazy, man.
It is. It's going fucking wild. Gas prices.
Yeah, am I right?
Am I right, America?
I will say, it's something that sucks about being a global podcaster where people are like everywhere.
Yeah, very Americanized.
Everyone's Americanized, but also eventually everything becomes a pissing contest of.
Over here,
it's $7. Which don't get me wrong, that sucks. That fucking sucks.
I will say that only happens in America. You talk to anybody else outside, and they're like, "No, yeah, your shit's fucked up." Like they validate you. They're like, "Yeah, I'm sorry, that sucks."
But no, we do get a little bit into a like. I think, listen, $7 is that's horrible, and I'm sorry.
Well, and in our audience, everybody's neurodivergent, so we're just sharing facts. We're not one-upping each other. We're just like,
no, I take bad faith, everybody. Yeah,
this one's mine.
Yeah,
okay,
that's fair. That's fair. But no, other than that, cool to see a rocket launch.
Yeah, the rocket launch was dope,
and good week off.
They also just seem like really fucking cool people, every single one of them.
Yeah, I watched the interview with them. I mean, we watched it together.
The lady's cool as hell.
Yeah, I like that they just got the mic floating in space. They're just like fucking flipping it around. Dude.
Yeah, flipping it. They're having a fun time. Apparently,
Mike Slinger,
I saw this on Blue Sky. Apparently, Houston, because Houston has to talk to them all the time, so they'll be like talking about shit.
Yeah,
and like just communicating. So like, apparently, one of them was like, "It's so fucking beautiful to see the moon this up close." I'm like crying. It's crazy. And then Houston has to be like, "Copy, moon joy." Damn, to just like respond.
Copy that.
Copy that.
You
moon
like
joy?
The moon? All right.
Moon joy. They enjoy the moon.
They're enjoying the moon. Yeah.
They enjoy
Write
seeing
that down.
images of the moon.
That's one of the tests.
That's one of the tests. The moon joy.
Moon fun.
And it's like, someone should take a photo of the Mr. Beast thing. Moon equals fun. And Mr. Pie.
Yeah, just
it's so funny.
Dude. Oh.
But no, it's like someone said that being Houston must be like being the only sober person at the party, where people are saying crazy fucking shit to you and you're like, all right, let's calm down.
Let's calm down, Rover. All right. I will say, apparently they woke him up with Pink Pony Club.
Oh, awesome.
But they didn't do the chorus. They cut it off right before the chorus.
That's
and everyone
mean.
was pissed off.
That's so mean.
Hashtag cancel Houston.
Houston's so mean.
Houston's canceled party.
What the
Let's
fuck?
go.
Did you hear their toilet was crazy?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, they had some issues with their toilet. This has become an Artemis 2 podcast.
Yeah,
we're
fuck
just
the
gonna
other
cover
shit. Who
Artemis
cares?
2. Fucking yeah, their toilet was having issues, and they kept saying like, I think the I don't know if it was the crew or if it was Houston, but they were like, yeah, ideally we would like some deposits from the crew back to back or something. I think it's like, I don't remember if it was Houston being like, we have to do tests on the toilet.
Oh, or if it's like...
Or if it was the crew being like, we all have to shit really bad. Can you fix this, please? The fuck?
Yeah, listen.
And saying it in like science...
Sciencey terms, so that, yeah, because you don't
like,
want to say...
We all have to make deposits and then maybe we'll have like a dumping, which I assume is like, well, all shit closest. In the toilet and then we'll eject all the shit.
At the same time, just out in space.
Yeah.
Totally, they're doing that. That's what space junk is, actually. It's not all the metal that we leave behind.
Where does it go? Where does it go?
They bring it back with them.
They put all the shit in the thing?
Well, I think they recirculate it. Like, they use it, especially if you're, like, on the ISS, you can repurpose it as fertilizer.
Do you think they take it to the ISS and put it in the ISS?
Just as a little treat, yeah. You know, as a little shit treat, yeah.
A little shit treat.
A little shit treat, yeah.
Yeah, here you go.
Here you go.
There you go.
Yeah, have a good harvest. This October.
Yeah.
One of you guys knows that. I don't know. I don't know what it actually
somebody
does.
will,
Someone
which
will
would be
know,
awesome.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah,
but it's dope. I like the concept of the human beings being in space.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
Especially like NASA backed, right?
Yeah, I will say NASA. If there's one smart government place, it's most likely going to be NASA.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what else happened this week.
Quite honestly, I don't remember anything else other than gaming.
I don't remember either. Yeah, mostly we just gamed inside. Yeah. Mostly.
And streamed. So, you know.
Yeah, you did stream. I didn't.
Still worked. Still.
Yeah, you did. You still worked.
Fuck. I will say I did give up on making shorts and TikToks. Like, I think 4 went out last week.
Oh, that's funny.
I was like, Sarah, I'm going to make 7 of them. We're going to keep the money coming in. And then 4 days in, I was like, I don't fucking, what a word. I already got all the good ones.
And this was a Josh mandated break, by the way. This was like, well, I mandated it, but it was because he needed it.
Yeah.
I could have gone last week. All right. Mostly it's me saying I need a break because I'm a wimpy.
Yeah, it's a rare Josh break.
It's a rare Josh break where I've been telling him he needs to take a break and he just says, no. I'm going. No, you can't stop me from podcasting. And then I was like, you're gonna burn out. And then he was like, yeah, I want a break.
I want a break. Yeah, I was crying. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, fucking, no, it was a good break though.
It was great.
Yeah.
And I do still think that we should have done one for April Fools anyway.
Yeah, we should have.
That would have been fucking funny.
Yeah, whatever.
I mean, that's a gripe.
Okay.
We've recorded this before. It's not the same gripe as what I said before.
Okay.
It's a different gripe. Do you feel like April Fools nowadays is not like funny April Fools pranks? It's more just like, look at our product.
Yeah.
We made a stupid product and so you should buy it because it's only going to be around for one day.
I think it depends on the person, but it does feel more like corporatized. I will say there was a fun one from RimWorld, and I know it's advertising RimWorld, but it was like, it's starting today. You guys can go to a new RimWorld themed theme park, and it linked to a fake map of a theme park, and it's
cute.
like,
that's cute.
Yeah, that was nice. Yeah,
I like that. That's cute.
But yeah, a lot of it doesn't feel like the 2007, 2008 Google
April
Fools actually. Yeah. It's actually Boogle now.
We're all Boogled. Oh yeah, I forgot about Boogle.
Was Boogle one of them?
Something like that where we're gonna change our shit to Boogle.
Yeah.
It sounds, you might have just Mandela affected me and I created it in my mind. Like,
guys,
I'm Charlie X from Star Trek.
Yeah. We're changing history as we speak.
Yeah, truly.
But no, yeah.
Yeah.
I get what you mean. I get your gripe though.
It's like, it all is like the marketing brain activates to, that would have been a great way to advertise our product.
Yeah, it would have been funny if our podcast went out on April Fools when we said there wouldn't be one.
Yeah, like I feel like every marketer that gets into the room, where they bounce the writer's room.
Yeah.
Where they sit around the table and they're like, what are we going to do for April Fools? Let's release a product. You deserve to get shot in the face.
Yeah.
Like,
I think if you're just going to make a U2's type shit or like a mini figurine,
fake product.
Like don't make a fake product. Like stop being so goddamn consumeristic and wasting resources, you fuck.
I do feel like I have the propensity for marketing because I think like it.
Yeah.
But I think if I was a marketing major and they someone else said, make a fake ad for a fake product, I think I'd be like, I'm not gonna fucking do that. The fuck? That's a waste of fucking time. It's not even real.
Yeah, like, come on.
Fuck? It's not gonna do nothing.
Yeah, a whole different team actually does product development. That's not my job.
I'm not fucking doing that.
I'm selling the product. Someone makes the product, I sell it. Should I be up there and you should be like licking my balls right now or what? Professor?
It's so stupid. It's just like, I feel like I could do it. I do not want to do it.
No,
though.
I get it. Yeah. It's one of those things where it's like
fucking lame.
That's fucking lame.
That's
dude.
marketing.
That's marketing.
That is what marketing is.
Oh man. Good shit, man.
Yeah, anyway. Fucking
I
have a segment.
What?
A two brute. So Josh has been doing the mansplains for a while now.
I don't even remember.
I don't remember
the last time I didn't do one that wasn't like we both talked about a movie. Sorry. Yeah.
We don't have to think about it.
Okay, cool.
We don't have to think about that. But I was like, I've been like, what kind of segment should I do? So I asked my stream on APWSTR Gaming. I stream every Monday, but not this week and probably not next week either. I asked my stream because I have a job now for 2 weeks, but I asked my stream and they said fanfiction. Bring back the fanfiction.
Yeah.
So I made a Google form where if you're a Patreon member, you can send in fanfiction that you made. Because I don't want to make fun of people's fanfiction anymore. Because it could be AI, it could be 12. I don't want to make fun of a 12-year-old's creative project.
Yeah, 12-year-old's too young, but then, once we get into the teenage years, that's what the gray area, that's the...
Yeah. Plus also because of AI, I think I've changed my mind about being harsh on creativity. If you make something and it's dog shit, whatever, it's better than AI.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
I get that, yeah.
I don't find joy in making fun of that anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like it was a immature thing anyway. Even though we all had fun.
I regret nothing. And I still do it to this day. I don't
know. I think it's beautiful. And I think I want to celebrate it. And I want to celebrate our fans' products.
Yeah, that's fair.
Products.
Yeah, their products.
That they've created, their artwork that they've created. So I was like, make fanfiction that you've made, send it into the show. We will read it and provide feedback. And I think also I was like, and it lets me do voices too.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, which I think would be fun.
Which I will say, you're getting, you're getting professional writer Joshua Chinland, who has not written anything in 8 years, give or take. And when I do attempt to write, it's only for like a week.
Yeah.
It's been, and it's very much it's gone immediately. Like Final Draft Pro, whatever the screenwriting software that I got on.
Yeah.
I used it for a week and I did not touch it for the rest of the free trial.
That's real. That's real shit.
So yeah, you're getting real professional feedback here.
I mean, every writer that's professional doesn't write ever.
That's true. Yeah.
True. Yeah.
And they also don't read.
For real. Yeah.
For
Which you read.
Yeah.
You're reading the book club.
Also a Patreon. But no, yeah. So yeah, we'll give some advice. We'll talk about how writing.
Yeah,
you write.
Yeah, and we're gonna read this person's
However,
fanfiction.
Be warned, you might be giving your baby to Saturn. So just like
giving your baby to Saturn.
What is it? Jupiter eating his own baby? His son? The painting?
I think it's Saturn. I just didn't get the reference.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I didn't think about it. The Goya painting?
Yeah, the painting, yeah.
Saturn eating his own son?
Yeah. But instead of his son, it's your son. It's your son, parentheses, story. Straight up, I thought I came up with
Saturn devouring his son. That's crazy.
Saturn devouring.
I really was thinking about the planet. And it's like crazy that Saturn looks like that.
A little bit, yeah, that's crazy.
But his eyes are like, huh? That's crazy. Anyway, let's get back to it.
I really tried to. I thought I had something cooking there. I thought that unironically an hour ago. So fucking.
Oh, awesome. Hell yeah.
I was just keeping it in the back pocket.
But anyway, we're going to read this. I sent it to Josh so that he can read along with me, but I will read it aloud for our audio listeners.
Yeah. And if there's like a visual thing I want to talk about, I'll explain it to the best of my abilities.
Yeah. Because I do think writing is partly a visual medium as well.
Yeah. Where you place things is important. Yeah.
Yeah. You're reading words on a page and stuff. That's important. So, yeah.
First of all, not in Comic Sans. Why not?
Yeah, you just get bad writing advice.
The worst writing advice. Yeah.
Hell yeah. But no, this is from JBird7204. She, her. And it is on AO3 archive of our own. And the link will be down in the description. We're only going to read this is like 27 pages, this fanfic. So
yeah.
We're only gonna read like the first 2 chapters of it.
Yeah.
The first couple until we get a good feel.
Yeah, I feel that. Or until an hour and a half passes, in which case
yes. That's really what it's about. Yeah.
And then it's like, fucking, I can't be in this room anymore. Get me
out of here.
It's not your fault. It's just
it's not the fanfiction's fault at all.
Yeah.
The trigger warning: implied self-harm. It's a very small section, mostly a fluff fic thus far. It is about the K-pop demon hunters,
which I've forgotten all the names of. So just please remind me which one's which.
There's Mira, which is the deadpan one.
Okay.
There's Zoe, which is the energetic one, and then there's the other one. That's the leader. Yeah. Wow, we're really writing on there.
Zoe.
Yeah, and then the other. Third one.
Broad.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. We're going to say broad so much that people are going to cancel the word broad.
Good.
I love the word broad. I'm a broad.
Hashtag we're all broads.
I love a broad.
Honestly, bros and broads.
Bros and broads.
That's honestly, yeah.
It's one of my favorite Pete. Nope, not Davidson. Pete
Holmes.
Yeah. Pete Holmes jokes is sometimes you just want to go out and just play billiards and get yourself a broad. Like, just want to go out and meet a broad, a dame, a broad. Yeah.
A dame to die for. Yeah.
Yeah. And then some notes. This is my first fic that I'm proud of, and I love feedback on how to improve.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Which I will say, maybe this will be more about technique and story beats as opposed to actual plot.
Yeah, I think we're definitely not going to point and laugh and be like, what the fuck? Like, that's not the point of this.
You wrote something about K-pop demon hunters in 2026?
Who cares, man? Fucking write. I think it's great that you're writing and everybody should continue to write.
You wrote something about Academy Award nominated and possibly won, but I don't remember at this moment.
I think it did.
It might have. I wouldn't be surprised.
For animated. Which, I mean, it should. Fair. Yeah. It fucking should. Or maybe Golden one for Best Original.
Oh, yeah, maybe. I don't remember.
Which that also deserves that. It's so fucking fantastic. And we have seen K-pop Demon Hunters, so we have an understanding.
Yeah, a little bit at least, yeah.
All right. Zoe had been awake since sunrise. Not from nerves. No, she was way past that. This was the kind of buzzing, can't-sit-still excitement that lit up her bones. Her phone screen still glowed beside her, the camp welcome email front and center. Camp Huntrix, 3 months, deep in the woods, no cell signal, and no cities. She'd found it buried in a forum thread about, quote-unquote, fun ways to spend your time this summer, and the second she saw the photos of fog over pine trees, muddy trails, chipped canoes, and hand-painted archery signs, she was hooked. She turned over in bed, eyes landing on Mira, who was still completely dead to the world, blanket twisted halfway around her neck, brow furrowed like even in sleep she was stressed.
I do want to say something real quick.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this is personal choice.
Yeah.
I want to start off by saying that.
Yeah.
So the way that this is formatted right now.
Yeah.
Which I get why. And I think here's my theory as to why it's written like this. Where you're writing like based off a movie, right?
Yeah.
And the way you write a movie script and a manuscript or like a short story.
It's going to be different.
Yeah. The way it's written right now feels more movie-like.
Because there's a lot of dialogue coming up soon.
Well, not even that. The line breaks between paragraphs are a lot more than I think I would expect. Yeah. So like the last section wasn't like one paragraph. It was 4 paragraphs.
Yeah, that was all. Yeah.
I think that you could have 2 paragraphs instead of 4 with that. And quite honestly, I think the first, like, what is it? Once the line, she turned it over in bed, eyes landing on Mira?
Yeah.
Mika? What I fucking don't know names.
Just thinking about Hatsune Miku again.
Hatsune Miku.
Yeah.
That would make sense for there to be, like, kind of
like a line break?
Yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, stylistically with a line break, it's usually... you're changing the main idea.
Right. That's what, and this is something I wonder, because when I used to write, I would do this where it's vibes.
Yeah.
It's vibes.
No, and that's
Each
the thing that really
is a vibe.
Yeah.
And if the vibe is different, I'm making a new paragraph. But it's like, that's not it. It's supposed to be like,
but it is vibes, though. It is like, because my thing is, so
it's a rule that can be broken that each paragraph it has like a main
like its
idea.
Own, yeah.
And then you can break that up. Like you'll read a Stephen King, and Stephen King is sometimes like this, where it's very, very quick. But it's because he wants you to read really fucking fast.
Yeah, and that's my thing too. It feels like the reason why it feels there's 2 different things happening in this section. It's waking up and remembering camp. I'm going to loop that in together. Technically, they're 2 different things. Everyone calm down. I understand. All right. I know I said 2 things when I said one thing. The other one is looking at Mira.
Yes.
And I think those are separate enough, because when you're talking about the camp and like it's the reason why you're still awake, right?
Yeah.
It's the reason why you're still awake, and you're explaining why it's the reason you're still awake.
So you think that they're separating paragraphs based on like what scene would be on screen?
Yeah.
Like it could be like a close up, like an insert of her phone to like her face to like Mira.
Which I will say I would recommend, and I know we're only 4 paragraphs in technically.
Yes, we are.
I would recommend looking into how screenwriting is written, because it is different. And I do think like you have a kind of an idea. Obviously, screenwriting, you're going to be focusing more on actions as opposed to description and flowery language and descriptive language.
Yes.
But I do think you're already on kind of that line right now.
Yeah, I think so too.
Which, it's not bad, by the way. I do want to say that for the record. That's not a bad thing.
This is the thing too. It's really good.
This is like
something we already tried to record this once and we couldn't do it because we were like, there's nothing to say about it because it's really good.
And I will say now I'm looking at it, I'm like, I can at least talk about formatting.
So we're digging deep to try and find something to talk about. Fucking I'm
gonna devour this fucking baby. I am Saturn, okay? I'm gonna fucking do it.
Guy who's only seen 1 painting and it's Saturn devouring his baby.
I've seen 2, and it's the Mona Lisa. Don't get it wrong.
Everything is the 2 genders. The Mona Lisa or Saturn devouring his baby.
And non-binaries get melting time dolly, whatever the fuck that one's.
Melting time. Melting clock painting.
Melting clock painting. There you go. Yeah.
Dolly.
But no, yeah, we're definitely getting into more technical things for sure.
And I think to go off of that, I think describing visually what's going on in a script, they do it so that it's easy to set up shots and to get a clear picture of what visually is going on. But then also, I think in writing, the difference is then you can take a more internal and thematic approach. And
that's, in this specifically in like a short story that isn't a script, So that
would be a way to punch it up, is to be like, okay, is Zoe, do I want her to be aligned with the camp idea? And do I want Mira to be against the camp idea?
Yeah.
If that's the case, then those are 2 separate things.
Yeah.
So now that'll tell me how to structure my sentences.
Yeah.
It'll be a visual clue to the reader. Maybe not in a context, but in a subtext way. Of one paragraph is, I can't wait to go to the camp. And the next paragraph is, oh, now I have to get her up to get her excited for the camp. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, this is something that I think fan fiction, sometimes you can get bogged down in because I do think also this is a fan fiction like trope.
Oh, okay.
Growing up, I knew a fan fiction writer that would send me their fan fiction all the time.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of this. It was a lot of just like free writing and then being really, really strict with grammar.
Yeah.
And that's great and all, but I think a lot of the stylistic voice elements of writing comes with thinking deeply about your story and how to present it to the reader, and also how much you want to reveal at this point. And that's like when you're getting into into it, you're writing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
I
it's
feel
like
that.
so far great. It's just like these are revision ideas, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Anyways, get into the dialogue. She turned over in bed, eyes landing on Mira, who is still completely dead to the world, blanket twisted halfway around her neck, brow furrowed, like even in sleep she was stressed. Zoe grinned. Mira! Nothing. She poked her arm. Mira, baby, wake up. Mira groaned. Mira, we leave tomorrow. There was a long pause. Then, leave where? For camp. Another pause. Longer. Then Mira sat bolt upright like she'd been slapped. What camp? Zoe beamed. Camp Huntrix. I signed us up like a month ago? Mira blinked. You what? For the summer. 3 whole months in the woods. It's going to be amazing. There was a silence so heavy it practically had weight. Mira just stared at her, then blinked, then stared harder. You signed us... Oh, yeah?
Oh, no, it's all good. I guess it's still the same thing right now with formatting specifically.
Yeah.
I do think a little bit. So the way it's written out right now is there's a lot of separation between, and maybe I hope this is not nitpicky. I'm sorry if this is. This is more about like
it's good if it's nitpicky, because then that means that it's like there's not a lot to complain about.
No, yeah, I think something, that's important with. And I get what you mean. Sorry.
No, yeah, you're good.
Something that's important, I think, is consistency in the formatting specifically.
Yeah.
So there's a couple times where you go between the. One line is the action describing how someone's about to talk, and then there's a line break, the actual dialogue. But then by the end of it, it's more action and dialogue are in the same line.
Yes.
Which you're doing the right thing where it's you start a new paragraph technically when it's a different person talking.
Yeah.
But like, if Zoe's saying the line, you usually keep that in the same like kind of way. And the reason why I'm saying that is because this is kind of what I mean by like the movie script-esque portion of it. That's where that feeling comes from for sure.
Well, it's interesting too, because I remember writing a lot like this when I was really into like Warrior Cat stuff, which sounds embarrassing, and it's fully on me being embarrassing.
Well, I mean, I wonder if because it could be a stylistic.
I think it's a YA novel thing. That this kind of like long strings of dialogue where multiple characters are talking to each other is written like this. And I think when people read that, I think a lot of fanfiction writers, they get inspired by YA, because I think the most reading that you do in your life as an American, it comes from when you're in school, and then you're reading what's popular, and YA is very popular. And then you take that style and then you start writing that. Because, I mean, like any art form, you just start...
You kind of do what you know.
Yeah.
More than anything else,
You do what you're passionate about. It makes sense. Like I'm really into Game Boy Color, like GB Studio games right now.
Yeah.
And people make demakes on there. So they'll remake a game, but they'll make it worse. Like they did a Disco Elysium one where they made it in a Game Boy Color style. So it's Disco Elysium, but it looks like Pokemon, and you're walking around as Harry Dubois trying to solve a murder.
Yeah.
And they do that a lot, and it's really fun, but it's because you're inspired by another piece of media that you go and write something else, and that's what fan fiction is as well. So it's like, I think that's where it comes from. And I think, for some reason, and I don't know if this is a valid critique as well, it feels more mature to be overwrought with your language for some reason. And I do think there's a boomerang effect of the overwrought Tumblr prose that everyone talks about, where you over explain things.
Yeah,
way too much.
There is a middle ground somewhere, I think.
So none of these that doesn't even mean that you have to take this. It could be that you're trying to write for YA and you want to nail this style, and you should. Yeah, I think. And that's you're doing a good job about that.
Fan fiction to start off like your, like
to practice
writing career. Yeah. That makes sense now. And I think I think I said it is important though to think about that.
Yeah.
Especially when you get around to writing, say, like you come up with an idea and you do 100,000 pages or whatever.
Yeah.
You make your great American novel that everyone wants to make as a writer.
Or if you want to make the great American novel of fan fiction.
That is true. Yeah. And you want to get it published. I do think publishers would look at that and, try and be like,
well, you know what's interesting, and I do watch some videos about that. It's like a lot of fan fiction is published as novels. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, and I will say I've never been published, so definitely take everything I'm saying with a grain of salt. This is going off of like osmosis from other people.
Yeah, and when from your high school writing.
Yeah, when everyone else will get published except me.
No, yeah, I think if you're trying to certain styles, and that's the whole point is you learn the rules to break them. But you gotta learn the rules first. But not to say that you don't know the rules. I think you're just these are
these are just these are minute details that I'm picking up on. By the way, we are linking this, right? So people can read it.
Yeah.
So okay, other people please read it
and give kudos and comment on it and give reviews. Yeah.
And also call me out on my bullshit if I'm over analyzing this. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
let's get back to it. You signed us up for a summer camp, she said slowly, like repeating it might make it make sense, without telling me. I told you. No, you joked about dragging me into the forest to detox and relax. Exactly. That wasn't me agreeing. Zoe flopped dramatically back onto the sheets. Come on, Mira, you've been so stressed. You said you needed to get away from humanity. Well, congrats. No phone signal, no cities, no responsibility, no civilization, Zoe. I'll pack snacks. That's not a solution. It's a temporary distraction, Zoe corrected. Anyway, we're going. I paid already, non-refundable, and I made you a packing list. Mira was up now, standing next to the bed like she didn't know whether to scream or laugh or check herself into a psych ward.
That's shit. I will say all the things that I've just complained about have been kind of resolved in this section. You've already gone ahead and...
You have great instincts as well.
Yeah, so... I would just go back and make it match this kind of style, personally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wonder, too, if that's like a revision thing as well.
That's possible. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I have work. I have responsibilities. I have plants. I watered them already, Zoe said proudly. And I emailed your boss. You're good. Mira froze. You emailed my boss? From your account. I even used your signature.
All right. So Mira...
I like that. That's very funny.
Zoe is abusive and... We gotta talk about writing abuse in stories now. Thanks, Sarah. That's personal. That's personal. Personal property.
So like cohesive in the movie. It does come through in the fan fiction as well. That they're so like in each other's business.
Yeah,
it is really good. Mira made a sound that could only be described as a quiet implosion. What do you think that sound sounds like? No. That's too much work.
Yeah, because what was it described as again? I'm sorry, I lost my place.
A quiet implosion.
Yeah, is it just a?
That's what
does an implosion sound like? Maybe that's a thing where like maybe I'm a dumbass and I'm confused by it. Maybe a different word would fit better.
I like implosion because it's coming from inside.
That's fair.
It's like a quick it gets that across quite quickly that it's something from inside of her coming out.
Yeah, so maybe it is. I guess in my head, I do think of like Marge Simpson getting getting mad at homie.
Yeah, homie. Yeah.
If I'm off base again, definitely call me out.
Comparing Mira to Marge Simpson is good. This is a good
number 2. They both have M in their name.
Fucking got him.
I'm so smart.
Fucking got him. Zoe kicked her feet up like this was totally normal. Come on, don't be mad. You'll love it. Rustic cabins, mysterious woods, campfires, bugs, canoes, archery cabins. You said cabins twice. That's how you know they're good.
Coercion from... You're glorifying coercion right now.
The bad faith reading is so funny. Mira collapsed face first onto the bed. Why do I even put up with you? Because I make... Oh, wait, no, sorry. I did the wrong person. Mira collapsed face first onto the bed. Why do I even put up with you? Because I make life interesting. You're lucky I love you. Ooh, cute. Zoe grinned at that. Mira groaned into the pillow. Fine, but I'm not making a single decision about what goes in that stupid packing list. Zoe rolled onto her side, phone already in hand. Too late. I already Sorry. Zoe's making me laugh. Zoe rolled onto her side, phone already in hand. Too late. I already started color coding it. Mira peeked up at her with a deadpan stare. You're dangerous. And that's the end of the first chapter. I think that's really cute.
I will say you do have it nailed at least. A good thing about and this is I'm going back to TV. I'm going to TV now instead of movies.
Yeah.
Which they're also written similar to movies. So
yeah.
A good thing that you are doing right now is you are getting the essence of a pre-established character.
Their chemistry is so good.
Yeah.
And it's so accurate.
So when you go into TV writing, when you have your agent, and I'm watching your balls. No, so like, because what you're supposed to do, a lot of people, what they do is that they will write spec scripts.
Yes.
Specifically for other shows. Like a common one is like if you're writing comedy scripts, you write a Simpsons script or a Rick and Morty script or like whatever's present and like kind of in the, that hasn't been done too much and like hasn't been in so long in the thing, but also like people know about it, So you write a spec script, so at least you prove that you can write for a character and it be within that character. Yeah, spec script might not be the right word. I think spec script is very specifically maybe an original idea. I think there's I don't know what the actual name of it is when you let me double check. Maybe it is spec script.
It is. Because I'm remembering, like, we watched a Conan interview where he was interviewing one of his writers who had just come from Clickhole. He had written for Clickhole. And he was like, they were talking about the packets that they send around.
Yes.
And they just called it packets. And he was like, the Conan show, the packet prompt was just like, just write down 10 ideas. And the writer who's black said, Conan does blackface is one of his ideas, and that was obviously they weren't going to do it because that's ridiculous. But that's what made the Conan the Conan writers room be like, we got to talk to this guy. This kid's funny.
Yeah, we got to talk to this guy.
This kid's funny as hell. Why the fuck did he write that? We got to meet him.
We gotta know.
Who the fuck sent that into us?
How does his brain work?
What the fuck?
What's going on in there? Yeah. Spec script apparently is the correct term. Is a correct term for it. It's for an existing show specifically.
It's also how you make money. Screenwriting.
Yeah, if you need to, like, what is it? If you
that's where most of the money is, from where I've heard.
Most of the money you can make screenwriting is selling your script. Usually that wouldn't be for pre-existing things.
Sorry, where most of the work is.
Yes, yeah.
That's what I mean. Not where most. You hit it big, you're gonna make a fuck ton of money. But
I mean, you'll make $5 to $50,000 if you sell a movie script.
Yeah. So, but spec script, it's like when I've met film people, like I had a film professor, like a film 101 professor. They were talking about spec scripts, and they were like, "Yeah, that's how we paid our way through college, was writing spec scripts." Okay then. And I was like, "Oh yeah, that's like the working job."
Yeah.
Where you cut your teeth is the spec script.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Because you're doing the work, like, yeah, okay, all right, understood, yeah. I'm not going to pounce on you just yet. All right, Sarah, jeez Louise.
It's not you I'm worried about, it's the comments I'm worried about. I'm not really
worried about me.
Yeah, true.
Saturn, I'm telling you.
I am Saturn, I'm a mum. That's my favorite planet, Saturn.
Oh, nice.
The rings are pretty.
That's true. Yeah, the rings are nice.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do the first.
I forgot about me. I was just having such a fun time.
Are we just gonna fucking stop here or what?
I was just having a fun time. Okay, let me
It's fine.
Keep going.
Okay.
No, it's okay. Later that day, their apartment looked like it had been hit by a very enthusiastic REI tornado. Do you know what that is?
Are you trying to? Because REI tornado, I've not heard of.
I've not heard of that as well.
RE1, I've never heard of either. But it also would look like a 1. Okay, let's Google it.
I have no idea. I have no idea what that is. I don't know if that's just us being dumb or if it's something to talk about.
The first thing that comes up is Reno tornado. I think if we're not, what is it? Okay, so it could be, because there's the EF scale.
Oh, so like a big ass tornado.
Yeah, if you're trying to say like a big ass tornado, you'd say like a EF5. Or F5, who cares? So
Yeah.
fucking tornado nerds do. But I mean,
or maybe like a more, I mean, we're hurricane people.
yeah.
So maybe it's like, I don't know what another storm would be.
So like, even something as simple as like, because if you're trying to make this, which you don't always have to do this, of course, but if you're trying to make it understandable by as many people as possible, like a thunderstorm or something, like a windstorm. Or,
I think because I do like people do say, you know, it looks like a tornado came through here,
or just say tornado as opposed to putting
laundry tornado. Like you could do like a metaphor, a mixed metaphor kind of situation that would get across the idea in a clearer way. That's more understandable, so it doesn't take the reader out of the story.
Yes.
And it doesn't have to make total sense. And it also, since it's quite a wacky story, because it's the K-pop demon hunters are quite wacky animated characters, you could make it a little wacky as well.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
And the tone of the story so far
it
is like
with
that.
it, yeah. If you're writing No Country for Old Men, and then, you know, Anton Chigurh had a laundry tornado.
And you know, you could do a laundry tornado if it's like a juxtaposition. You know what I mean?
That is true. Yeah. There's always exceptions.
Yeah, there's always exceptions.
Yeah.
Mira stood in the middle of the living room, hands on her hips, surrounded by boots, jackets, bug spray, and at least 3 half-filled duffel bags. Okay, boots or sneakers? Boots, Zoe called from the couch, where she was cross-checking gear with her phone. No contest. This is a camping trip. There will be mud and bugs and possibly bears. Mira sighed, tossing the sneakers aside. Right. Misery it is. Adventure. Oh, wait, sorry. Adventure. Joey, correct. Joey? Who's Joey? He's from Friends. Get him out of here. Joey, get him out of here.
This turning into a Huntrix X Friends fan fiction.
That'd be insane. That would be awesome.
See, this is where you went wrong. Is that you did
not
use
Huntrix X Friends fan fiction.
You didn't misspell Zoe with Joey, and so now we don't have a better idea.
I know. God. Okay. Adventure, Zoe corrected, flashing her a grin. Mira folded a flannel shirt and shoved it into her bag. Still not convinced. Oh, come on, you're halfway packed. That's practically acceptance. Mira paused, one sock in hand, and looked around at the gear explosion they'd created. God, this is really happening. Zoe jumped up, grabbing a water bottle and tossing it into Mira's bag. Yep, no turning back now. Mira zipped the duffel closed with a dramatic flourish. If I die out there, you're haunted forever. Zoe slung an arm over her shoulder. Deal, but you're not going to die. You're going to fall in love with nature and find your inner peace or whatever. Mira shook her head, laughing despite herself. If I come back talking about chakras and forest vibes, I want you to hit me. Zoe grinned. I'll bring Sage and a playlist. Mira groaned, leaning into her. Why do I even let you talk me into these things? Because you love me, and deep down, you're kind of excited. Maybe. Zoe beamed. I'll take it. They stood there a moment surrounded by the quiet mess of almost finished bags and a summer neither of them fully understood yet. Then Mira sighed, rubbing at her face. All right, let's sleep. Tomorrow we become woodsy weirdos. Zoe kissed her cheek. Tomorrow we begin the best summer of our lives. That's great. That was great.
That's good.
That was very cute.
Was it supposed to be tomorrow they leave, or was it today of? I don't know if I'm confused by that.
I think it's the same day.
Okay.
Which I would say, make it one chapter. Figure out a way to make it one chapter. Because then it was confusing. It felt like, okay, now there's tomorrow and then tomorrow again.
I will say, these aren't technically chapters. These are just the dashes are between them. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what. I can check, actually. I have the link.
Yeah.
And, archive of our own. Rumi's the third one. Sorry, everybody yelling at us.
Instead of roomie, like roommate?
Yeah. And they were roommates.
You guys see that, right?
Chapter 1, surprise.
Yeah, you guys see that.
Okay, yeah. It is in the first chapter.
It
is, but there's a line break.
Which that's fine.
In between.
That's completely fair. Yeah.
So yes. Sorry, we're reading it from a PDF.
Yeah, so just keep that in mind.
That's my bad.
Some formatting things might also be different in the published version.
But you can check it. You have the link as well.
But I will say, other than that, I mean, you have a solid start to a story.
It was very nice. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's nice to read something good. I'm not gonna lie.
It's super nice, and it's very funny, and it's very it's very charming. And I will say fluff fics are very much like this, where you might be inclined to be like, where's the action? And it's like most of the fic is just to see the characters interacting because people just want to read about the ship. So it's like whatever plot is happening is kind of like, it's important, of course, like it is important to any story, but it's more like a character driven story, I think.
Yeah, and I think if you're doing fan fiction as a character study, that's fine. I get it.
Yeah.
And I will say again, you're getting the characters down. Like I get the I will say, okay, so I'm now mildly confused by something.
Yeah, what's up?
Are they already in some sort of relationship?
Yeah, they love each other.
Because it seems, or okay, maybe that's the thing then. Because I will say they're oh shit, they're gay.
I know. He just pulled the holy shit, Dorian Gray is gay.
Holy shit, Dorian Gray is gay.
Fuck?
No, so it's like, okay, so here's the tagline: 3 months, 1 camp, and a slow burning love that no one saw coming. I thought for a second
they're gonna meet Rumi.
Okay, so that might
be poly with Rumi.
Okay, so
that's a very popular ship in K-pop Demon Hunters, that they're all 3 in a relationship.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
That makes more sense to me then. I did not think that far ahead. I was for a second like, if these are the only 2 characters we're gonna have in the story, which you're still early on in the story, so like you can add more characters, obviously.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and also the way that fan fiction, which I find interesting. This is why I'm interested in the way fan fiction is set up, is that these websites, the way that they operate, it forces you to break up the stories into chapters. And so sometimes you have to like pre-plan out your acts, right? Because if I were to sit down and write a book, I wouldn't plan it chapter by chapter. I would not do that. I would do it by acts and story beats. And then I would further break it down.
I get that. I will say, yeah, because if you don't want to do it by chapter, story beats is a good way to do it. One way you can do that is, and I'm stealing from film again, whatever.
Well, yeah.
Index cards and like putting it on a wall or something. And
then like elements.
Yeah, like
story elements.
Story elements, like you can have like different colors of index cards as well. That's like between character or like type of scene or whatever.
Well, it's like, if you remember the wolf story, that was written chapter by chapter. Like, you can tell. Like, maybe there was some, like, and that's how you get, like, at the end of a chapter, you'll have someone being like, does anyone have any ideas for where to go from here?
Yeah, okay.
And it's like, yeah, you're not writing, maybe you have the next couple chapters written, maybe, but then you write the next one. And it's like, it ends up overall being less of a cohesive story because the layout of the website kind of has it set up to be how people consume the medium, which is chapter by chapter. But like, there's a reason we don't buy books chapter by chapter. It's like, we buy it by book.
Yeah, we want to have a complete story, yeah.
And it's probably not the actual reason why, because they're also like, penny novels and things from way back when, which I feel like are similar enough. But like, that's what I think is interesting about it, how it can impact somebody writing. And then it's like, if you fall in love with writing through writing a fan fiction and then you want to like get published, how much more skills were you not learning because of the incentives of being in the fan fiction niche, quote unquote,
where
genre?
You're doing it like kind of in a more fast paced, moment by moment, as opposed to overarching.
Yeah.
Plot,
which I think is interesting.
That's fair.
But that's just stuff I think about all the time because I'm a nerd.
Fucking nerd. But yeah, no. I mean,
I will
loved
say
it. So far,
it
so
was
good.
So nice. And the link's down below if you want to go read more of it, which I recommend you do. And you also leave kudos and comments and reviews and stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's
awesome.
Good. That's a good first chapter.
And if you want to send in your fan fiction to us, then you can become a patron at
Patreon.com.
Yeah, go ahead.
Patreon.com/APWSTR.
Yeah.
You don't even know our
I know, because I never do it. So, yeah. You can go do that, and then you can submit your fan fiction. It just has to be written by you and no AI used.
No AI, please. Love of fucking God.
Yep.
You've been watching the show long enough. You should know. I'm assuming no one new ever watches this show, by the way. I assume it's just the same 7 people.
But yeah, and we'll read it, and we'll have a great time with it. And we promise not to be mean.
No promises. Saturn, your son.
I'm glad you got into it. I like that you got into it.
I'm glad too. Yeah.
I think eventually I do want to print it out so that we can be reading it from
red. Yeah,
pages.
I'm gonna get the red pen out. I'm gonna
and be like,
I'm gonna go full
professors.
fucking I will say I haven't done this type of thing since college for sure, where it's like actually reading someone's thing. And
it's fun, right?
Yeah,
I like it.
Hopefully no one ever asks me to write anything and have everyone look at it and criticize it, because it's not gonna end well. I'm never gonna write again.
Yeah, we are kind of pigeonholing ourselves by reviewing things. Do you ever think about that? Reviewing stuff makes it so that you can't really make stuff, because then everyone's going to be like, what did Big Mr. fucking Britches put out?
I don't know. I feel like I still would want to, or try to, if I really wanted to.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess maybe that's the thing where it's like, I feel like reviewing does give you at least like, because I feel like in order to make something, you kind of already have to be a reviewer, quote unquote, as in like you've watched other media in your type of thing.
Yeah.
It's like if you read a book, you find what you like and don't like about it. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, the difference is we have eyes on us when we critique things, and I go off about why would two dogs tell a bunch of kids to get their parents married together. Yeah,
that's true. So it's like I worked on that dog marriage movie.
Yeah, and like, okay, so what's
Fuck
this?
You fucker. Yeah, what did you make, bitch? And it's like, you're right.
Yeah, you can kind of get me there. Yeah. But I don't know. I think it's not necessarily.
Well, and it's something I was
discouraging, I guess.
That's good. That's good. I think I have a thing where I was like, I want to review music, but I also sometimes I want to feel like I can put out music. And I'm like, if I do both at the same time, someone's going to be like, motherfucker can't even make good music. And it's like, yeah, but I still want to put it out.
Yeah, that's another thing too, where it's like you're already going to be self-critiquing as you make something.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like when you do release it, if you get like shit where it's like, oh, this is exactly like all the other stuff, you can be like, yeah, I know, but I had to fucking, Sometimes I feel like I have to say the Anthony Fantano, this is just my opinion, right? At the end of like every sentence I say ever. Yeah.
Not just here.
That's just your opinion, right?
In real life. Yeah, it's just my opinion.
Yeah. So no, I get it. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like we all have opinions and we all don't fully know how something was made unless we're the ones who made it ourselves.
Well, take this as an excuse. If you're somebody that's like, I'm not gonna write that thing. I'm not good enough. What the frick? You wanted to write something or you wanted to make something because you have good taste. That's what it is. You watched something and you were like, I have opinions about that because you have good fucking taste. And you just don't have the skills yet maybe to do it that makes you confident in doing it.
Yeah, and you get the skills by doing it.
Yeah.
So
who knows, maybe you do have skills. Maybe you're fucking Mozart of whatever the fuck you're doing. Maybe you came out the pussy drawing Mozart, man.
Okay, don't want to think about that, but
yeah. So fucking just quick Game Grumps reference. But fucking I think just try it. Who knows? And then if you like it, keep doing it. That's literally it.
I agree with that, yeah.
Yeah.
But I like the segment. Thank you for it.
Me too. I had a really fun time. Thank you for letting me do it.
No, yeah, of course. Yeah, I let you do it.
He keeps me in a cage off screen and off audio for our audio listeners.
You're going to stay at home and you're going to cook.
I'm going to get a job. And I'm going to leave.
You don't know. Everything is connected to me.
Everything goes through me first. Yeah.
Ads.
Yeah.
Welcome to the ad break.
Welcome.
Hey, are you enjoying this podcast so far?
I am.
Then you better
That's what you do.
Yeah.
Are you enjoying the podcast so far?
Yeah. So then you like, comment, subscribe, hit the gosh darn bell, rate us 5 stars on Apple and Spotify podcasts, and share the podcast. We got all of our stuff in the link tree.
That's a long list just for listening for free. You can just listen and it's fine.
But it helps a lot if you please like, please clap.
Please clap. No, you're doing good. Thank you.
Thank you for listening.
Keep watching
so
the
far.
show.
Yeah.
Maybe we should put that up first. Just keep watching.
All right. Okay. All right. There we go.
Please.
For those of you who don't, speaking of ways to support us financially, if you go to patreon.com/APWSTR, I'm going to start with that today because we actually have a very short 3-minute exclusive going out where Sarah right beforehand tried doing the ads.
Well, I think you should make a, in your running the behind the scenes outtakes of APWSTR.
I'll put that in.
Yeah. You should just keep a running tab.
Honestly, I should. Yeah, things that need to get cut. Yeah, all the horrible things we've ever said is going to come out on Patreon. Patreon.com, APWSTR. We have $1, $3, $5, and $10 tiers. The $1 and $3 tiers, you can get a free week trial. $5 and $10 tiers, you do not get a free trial, but you do get your name added at the end of the podcast. And all tiers get access to things like exclusive content, ad-free releases. So you don't hear this segment, and there's no ads on your podcasting platform or on YouTube. None of that garbage. And then also there's our Discord, which you can join. We also have a book club there as well. Yeah,
and this week for the exclusive content, I talked about one episode of Star Trek that I just watched from the original series, the very first season. The episode was The Naked Time.
And it took 40 minutes.
It did. I talked about it for 40 fucking minutes. So I guess I'm a nerd. I guess I'm a Star Trek nerd.
You're a nerd. Yeah. Oops. But yeah, it's a good way to help us out monthly, yearly as well, because a lot of the payments that we get during the month is like right at the end, but Patreon fills that gap.
Patreon's awesome.
Patreon is our second largest source of income, so it helps out a lot. We want to thank you if you even consider joining it.
And you just watch the fan fiction segment. If you want to send in your fan fiction, that's the way to do it. Probably if you have one fan fiction you really want us to read and you don't want to continue to do it, best way to do it is to get the free trial, send it in. You're good.
Yeah.
Cancel it.
And then just forget to cancel it.
No.
That's how the free trial.
It's fine. And also, if you join our Discord with the free trial, we're not going to kick you out. We don't kick you out.
Yeah, we won't, but I will.
There's very few people, I think, do that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Because I think Patreon automatically disconnects you, but you can just message us on Discord and be like, hey, can I stay?
Can I stay, please? And we'll look the other way. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't care. Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah,
we know money's hard, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's why, obviously no pressure, but if you're able to support, we really do appreciate it.
Yeah.
If you want to support one time, though, as opposed to monthly or yearly, we do have buymeacoffee.com/APWSTR.
Yeah.
And it's a $3 a coffee, and you can leave a little message with your coffees as long as it's not racist, homophobic, transphobic, anything bad, really.
Yeah, or too much personal information.
That is true. Yeah, too much personal information. We've definitely not read stories with that or coffees with that.
I think it's like
They're all stories at the end of the day.
Only like once or twice has that happened.
Yeah, at least in recent history. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we do thank everybody who does send a coffee. We do appreciate it a lot. We do read them as well.
Yes, thank you.
Even off camera. We read them off camera, and then some of them we'll read here.
It's a pick-me-up to my day.
Exactly, yeah. So if you want to inflate my ego, at least, you can do what Andrea did and buy 3 coffees. Thank you for my free coffees.
So
Thank you very much. That's a good segue. You're welcome, everybody.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hello.
I had to send some coffees and let you guys know about my personal Scotty doesn't know story.
Yeah.
For one, I'm so happy that man got fired.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, my friend's high school's Unfortunately, my first high school boyfriend's name was Scott.
Oh, no.
I was a freshman in 2006. My high school was super small. My graduating class was 13. Shout out Central Kansas. Our whole school was provided with MacBooks, and yes, that included the app GarageBand.
Oh, God.
I'm not sure who thought teens having full-time access to this was a great idea.
Yeah.
Upperclassmen, boys, cut out the name Fiona and added a clip of them saying, "My name, Andrea." They played their personally created remix every morning when I walked into the commons area. Sigh. They also did this to me with Stacy's mom. Assholes. Yeah, they're assholes.
Wow.
Jesus. The man in the story being fired healed that part of me, lol. That's good.
Yeah, good.
Sorry that happened to you, first of all. Jesus.
It is wild how much it used to be like, because to me that's like sexual harassment.
That is, yeah, it is.
You know what I mean? And so it's like, it's wild that it's like we're doing it. And then if you call them out as sexual harassment, they're like, no. It's funny.
And even like when we were talking about it, I was definitely yeah, it's about you're telling the suck your Matt Damon's cock. Like, that's crazy.
Like, that's wild.
Yeah.
Why do you think that's cool and a fun thing to do?
Just a little prank. Yeah.
As like a reference. It's a problem with reference comedy sometimes. Is like you think that you're losing the original concept, but it's like you're saying a different thing than what maybe, hopefully being charitable, you think that you're saying.
But in reality,
you're probably
malicious.
The malicious. Well, I mean, there's the taggers on, which is still sexism, but
yeah.
It is like the taggers on aren't thinking, yeah, you're gonna suck his dick. You know what I mean? They're just like, I'm approving the general misogyny that's going on right now.
No.
Yeah, which is like wild.
Shit, man.
Yeah.
Thank you both for all you do. Your work is important to many people. Don't ever forget the positive impact you have made on countless people's days.
Oh my gosh.
Love and hugs. Keep fighting the good fight. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
But how do we help? By telling people to not tell people to suck Matt Damon's
Don't
cock.
do that. I mean, just doing that I think is important. Like responding and being like, this is not a cool behavior to do. Don't think about doing it. Especially the crazy part about that one was it was a business setting.
Yeah,
was an
that
office.
work. That was work sexual
That's, like,
harassment.
even
That's
more
crazy.
like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You can't do that, dude.
It's good to know, though, that, people do not grow up, but at least when the time changes, they can they'll be at their office. And,
They need a fucking wake up call, man.
Yeah.
But it is wild that behavior was. My point is, it's wild that behavior was accepted
At all, yeah.
at any point.
I just keep thinking of Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie, when they're in 2008.
Literally, it's the same fucking thing. Yeah.
God, that seems so fucking funny. I'm sorry. I just keep thinking about it.
It's Matt, his face, his perfect little comedy movements where he's like,
uh-oh.
It's so
when
subtle.
they're watching The
It's
Hangover.
amazing.
Oh, Christ, man.
It's so good.
God, that movie's so good. Go watch it. Fuck
It's
this
amazing.
show.
Yeah. It's on digital now.
I've
We're
rewatched
just an
it.
ad for. You did?
I've rewatched it like twice.
That's fucking awesome.
And I'm going to rewatch it again today, probably.
We should burn it onto a CD or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But thank you very much for that coffee. We do appreciate it. Christina, she, her, bought 3 coffees. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
I am sending this because I love your podcast, but specifically because, for some bizarre reason, I find the Wolf Story compilation comforting.
Oh, good.
I listen to it when I'm having a rough time and it always makes me giggle. I would love more fanfiction reading in the future if possible.
Oh,
But for now, 15 hours with wolves will suffice. Do I have some fucking news for you? Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
And
This
whole
is the
segment's coming
second
back.
time I've seen a coffee where someone suggested we do something we've done, and then we did it that episode.
I know.
That's awesome, dude.
I don't know what it is. Everybody was like fanfiction all at once, and I'm like, yeah, sure.
Sure, fuck it. Yeah, let's do
Fuck
it.
it.
And then last week I was like, how's your week going? It's like, we just did a whole segment talking about our week.
Just our week. That's, I mean, yeah, that is
and
funny.
we called it, oh yeah, it's a MegaCon review.
That's what they call in the business audience synergy. No, I'm joking.
Yeah,
Nobody
yes.
calls it that. That's not a phrase.
TM. But no, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
No, and I hope you enjoyed this fanfiction segment, how we switch it up a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Geo Alien bought 3 coffees. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi. I hope you two are well and are having a good day.
We are.
I've been listening to you all since spring 2023 when I was
Oh.
working nights as a night auditor for a hotel.
Oh, nice.
As many of your listeners, hearing your voices gave me some comfort and entertainment as I performed my various tasks. I'm now close to finishing my second year in math PhD program, which brings me to what I wanted to ask.
Yeah.
Have you ever felt imposter syndrome, and how did you deal with it?
Speaking of fucking relevant shit. Yeah.
Don't look at me, Sarah.
No, I mean, me too. I mean, I wish I had an answer.
Yeah, that's I don't know.
I mean, it sucks. I wish I had a fuck. Is that the whole thing?
No, there's more.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's.
I'll answer it at the end. then,
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Every day it feels like I'm being crushed into a sort of decision paralysis by tons of anxiety, thinking that someone, a professor or a fellow student, or God forbid my students, as part of the program I teach lower level math courses like college algebra, call me out as a fake and an imposter, unworthy or not enough. So you're still. I got news for you. Also,
I agree, but it's also wild because it's like math.
I know that quantitatively I am supposedly worthy, like I'm turning my homework in on time, I go to the office hours now and then, and I have A's and B's, but I still feel so behind, but my anxiety persists. Like on the first day of school, I came home and cried in front of my door for an hour, thinking I bombed an important test and would be kicked out, and when I got news that I passed, my body and brain wouldn't celebrate it. It thought there was a mistake. That test caused me a lot of anxiety and messed with my menstrual cycle for months. I think the imposter syndrome feeds into my anxiety, then my anxiety feeds into the imposter syndrome, and then adds in loneliness. My friends moved away in the summer, which in turn feeds into a mild case of depression. I've missed so many classes this year just because my energy was drained. I'm tired. I didn't want to, or I don't want to, yada, yada, yada. The excuses can go on forever.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the truth is I'm doing what needs to be done for grades, but in an endeavor like grade school, like getting a PhD, I feel like I'm not going the extra mile. Like my study habits are all the same they were in undergrad. My aims are for completion, not mastery. I don't know how to change that. I've never been good at discipline or keeping habits, which makes trying to do expository research feel like pulling teeth, even though I love math and love learning about math.
Real.
The professors I've talked to about this are understanding and say this is the hardest thing you've had to do, but then I feel even worse because I guess I'm not meeting my own expectations for myself. I've wanted this since middle school and I'm here, but I thought I'm not the grad student I thought I'd be, studying on weekends, all my time devoted to learning. I'm just me, flaws and all.
Yeah.
Despite everything, it's still you as sad as Undertale.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's anxiety, depression, executive dysfunction, the shittiness of the world. I don't know. I'm unmedicated because I didn't want to try different drugs, trying to figure out the right one during a semester. Any words of advice would be appreciated. I hope you two are doing good. I think you are marvelous people. And as a final parting, a lighter question, what are some of your favorite video games?
Oh.
I played Lost Records, Bloom, and Rage, and I loved it. I'm currently playing Deltarune myself for the first time in preparation for Chapter 5. I highly recommend them both. Hope you have a great, restful, and peaceful day.
I might try those, yeah.
Yeah. But okay, back on the imposter syndrome, sorry.
Yeah, I don't have a good answer, unfortunately. It sucks. It's one of those things that is just like, it has never gone away for me or you.
No, it has not. No, it
is very, which it's crazy too, because it is something that you tell people and they're like, what? But you're so successful. And it's like all the successful people I know also have it.
To some degree, at least, yeah.
Like,
there is also a weird thing, I feel like, where it's like once you get into the groove of something, and you realize you do it as like, it comes as easily as like, not breathing, but you know what I mean? Like, you know, it's like at some point it's like, wait, this is just as easy as breathing for me.
So that it's not impressive anymore.
Yeah.
And it's like, and the people that you meet, especially if you get to a high level of impressiveness, like you do things that other people want to be able to do, they're not likely to be like, wow, you're amazing, and give you that validation that you want. They're more likely to be like, whatever, loser, because that's it's human.
Yeah.
It's human to be like, I want that. Fuck you. And it's like, it's weird, especially as us, where it's like, it comes from like maybe family or like friends.
Yeah.
And you're like, what the fuck? Wait a minute, am I doing something wrong? Because my family and friends are telling me that it's like weird what I'm doing. Yeah. And it's like, no, after it's just hard to accept that maybe their child or their brother or something or sister, it might be doing something different with their life than what they expected. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, I wanted my son to have a consistent job.
And then he became a podcaster.
And now he's a podcaster. I don't even fucking know what that means. I don't know what an RSS feed is. I don't know what any of the shit he's talking about is.
Spotify.
I'm confused. And it's valid as fuck.
Yeah.
And it's like it's something that they have to learn too. And we have to like help them through. And it's so like, but then also at the same time, we're like, are we funny?
I mean, literally, yesterday I had the conclusive thought of, you know, with every podcast, it doesn't need to necessarily be better than the last one. It just has to be good, you know, and I just have to enjoy it.
And it manifests for you in perfectionism.
Yes. Yeah. Which that's a big problem.
Yeah, but it is also like you're dealing with, if it's okay for me to say, like a significant bout of depression right now.
Yeah, that's true.
And I've been there, and I definitely felt, it reminds me a lot of when I was doing viola in college. And I felt the same thing that this person's going through, where I would wake up and I would just have I was so anxious because depression and anxiety feeds into each other and I didn't know this at the time. I knew I was depressed. I didn't realize the anxious part of it was because of my depression or because I realized I had an anxiety problem, but I didn't know they were connected. And I would just wake up and I would have panic attacks and I couldn't physically get out of bed.
Yeah.
And I was like terrified of going in to college to play music in front of somebody which is vulnerable and have them assess my abilities every day and tell me I'm not doing enough, because I wasn't. I was really not, because I was also terrified of practicing because I might sound bad and that might invalidate me, you know? And it's like our brains, they just make up things to I wonder if it's like a fear of success more than a fear of failure.
Yeah, I get that.
It's like a fear of failure to the point where you're also afraid to succeed, because that means that failure is more likely or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's
the
like,
fall's going to be higher than it was unless if I don't do anything.
I'm going to fall on my face and I'm going to be so fucking freaked out, blah, blah, blah. And the only way, and this is not, I really believe deep in my bones that this is not the correct way for a human being to live. I don't think this is good advice. But the only way, and people are going to be like, no, it is good advice. No, I really don't think so. I actually disagree, but I do it. But that's because I live in the ocean, so I have to pretend I'm a shark, even though I'm a minnow. You know what I mean? Is to just keep going forward.
Yeah.
Which is like, eventually you're going to burn out. And I do burn out often, quite often, which means that it's bad advice. So I don't know what the answer. I think the answer is that we, in an ideal world, we all take a 17-month vacation on the beach. But we obviously that's not going to work out because that's a crazy
mandatory shroom ingestion for everybody.
Like, we all take peyote.
We
and
need to have
Joshua
ego
tree.
death. Yeah,
like that's not not everybody can fucking do that. But if you can, go do it. You know what I mean? Like
Sarah said that, not me. Sarah said that, not me. Don't get mad at me, everybody. I'm not a drug pusher.
The only way that I know how to do it is because I'm always doing projects and people tell me like, you're doing too much, stop it. And I mean, that's just been something that everyone has told me since I was a child. And it's like, I think I have to tell them like, sorry, if I don't stop doing it, the idea is going to stay in my head and I'm going to regret not doing it.
Yeah, that's true.
But I should not do as much work as I'm doing for sure, because it's bad for my health. But I care more about the work that I'm doing than my health. Because I'm depressed. So, what a problem.
What? Yeah.
Until capitalism stops, then I'm just going to have to keep working.
That's
you
true.
know?
Yeah, I get that.
And, but it's work that I want to do.
No, I understand that. Yeah, and I agree with that. Pretty much everything you said, I would probably parrot. Yeah.
It's not good. It's not good advice. I want to really
I don't have good advice. I have advice that gets me through my day, and then I'll worry about the health effects later.
Well, yeah. And it's like, it's also like, you know, you have a high bar for quality. Sorry I'm spending so long on this question, but it is like I think about it all the time.
No, I get it. Yeah, we do have 2 more coffees after this, by the way. And also, you still have to answer the question, what's your favorite video game?
Well, you haven't answered either, motherfucker, so don't blame me.
Okay, I'm waiting.
But yeah, no, I've done a thing where I've just like, I'll start a project and then I'll be like, I really want to do this year. And I'll start it. Like video game dev is something that I've been doing. And I'm like, I had an idea and I was like, I'm going to finish this game by the end of the year. Also, stupid. Games don't get finished in a year. Yeah. That's ridiculous. So obviously that's not going to happen. But I was like, I'm going to start the game this year. And then I was like, oh, this mechanic would be good for another game. Okay, I'll start on that one. And this mechanic would be good for another game. Okay, I'll start on that one. This mechanic would be good for another game. And you and I and you and everyone is feeling like oh no, scope creep. Sarah's never going to finish a video game. Oh no, because that's the goal, right? Fuck that. That's my thing is fuck that. Follow the journey. Don't tell yourself the whole time, oh, this is never gonna, if I continue the way that I'm doing, there's some sort of negative judgment on it because I'm never gonna finish. You still are doing something that nobody else is doing. You know what I mean?
I get you, yeah. Because you're the one doing it.
You're a PhD math guy. If you go to you need like a barista friend who has their own problems that are valid, but then you go to the barista friend and you say like, I got an equation due on Monday. And then they're like, bro, I can't do what you do.
Yeah.
You just need somebody to tell you like, your shit is crazy. Like, you're valid and freaking out because it's fucking hard. Not just this is the hardest thing you'll have to do, which I do think is a little invalidating. It's like this, like you've done so far. It's also hard. Not a lot of people are doing that.
Yeah.
Like, look at how many people are in PhD math programs. Is it a lot compared to the population of Earth? Fucking no. So yeah, you just got to keep doing it. It's the same for comedy podcasters. Everybody says everybody's got a fucking podcast, but who has our numbers?
Couple other people, I think.
A good amount. But out of the majority of podcasters?
I mean, yeah, technically, I mean, it's crazy when I go on TikTok and it's like, yeah, you're in the top 1% of TikTok streamers.
Exactly.
And I make 50 cents. And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
And that doesn't necessarily mean that we're funny. So we have another thing where
we have a subjective element to us, I think, where it's
which sucks.
And then that's where a lot of the second guessing comes in.
Yeah. I do think there's a subjective element to math PhD.
Probably
believe it or not.
for sure. Yeah,
But
yeah.
I think it comes from like, are you enjoying what you're doing?
Yeah.
Because that was me with viola, where it still had a subjective element, but I didn't really enjoy what I was doing.
No, that's fair. Yeah. But here it's like we're coming up with shit on the spot, and it's like 3 seconds later, 3 microseconds, my brain is like, was that actually funny? I know Sarah's laughing right now, but is that actually
good?
Yeah.
Was it funny to us? And and I've also done podcasting solo, and it's even harder because it's like, is this funny to it's only funny to me. Is this gonna be funny to somebody else?
And I will say, when I'm streaming, it's hard to tell because I can't hear the actual laughter from you, or like.
Which is why I think a lot of streamers have like 17 friends with them at all times.
Yeah.
It's because they need the validation from each other as well as chat. But
no, I agree with that. Yeah. It's hard to get past it. And I definitely have it. Like,
yeah.
I mean, it comes in waves for me, I think. And I think something about this job specifically is like, because it's online, there's a little bit of like,
that's not a job.
This isn't a job, or the numbers that are up there aren't real, even though they are real. Every follower that's not a fucking bot, at least, is, a real person. But
you put 27,000 people in one room, you're going to be like overwhelmed.
Holy shit. Yeah. So then there's also an element of like, don't think about that. Don't think about that. Just pretend this. The only place that exists on the planet right now is in this room.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think it is bad advice, but it is.
That's the only thing that I know how to do
somehow. Yeah.
And someday I'll figure out, hopefully, an answer.
But I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's a little bit of like the better you get at something too. Like there is an element of there's like a confidence element of like, okay, I know what I'm doing. I got this. I've gotten to this point. I can go farther than this. This is, and today isn't the last day. For me, I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah, and I'll also read Sartre's Becoming the Waiter.
That's true.
That is something that genuinely helped me. It's the concept that everybody does a little performance before they become a quote unquote master of something, even being a waiter.
Yeah, exactly.
And you have to learn the identity as well.
Yeah,
and I think that's what we're all doing. And it takes your whole life. I think. Like I know.
Yeah.
The one of the good things about doing classical music is a lot of people that do this for like their entire lives. Like they're old as fuck.
Yeah.
And they have a lot of advice for people, and they give it freely, hopefully, if you're at a good program, which I luckily was. And they'll straight up, like, I've talked to my old professors afterwards, just because I talked to one because I wanted a book that he recommended and I didn't remember what it was. And he was straight up just yapping to me about his life, because that's what he does. He's fucking awesome. Gary Listort, if you need someone to play trumpet for you. And in Orlando, Florida. But he's fucking awesome. And he was just telling me about, like, he's like met Aaron Copland, which is a great American composer. He did all this, he did a bunch of crazy shit in his life. And he was just telling me, like, you know what? I get jobs. Sometimes I get jobs. I get part-time jobs sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, even Gary's getting jobs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that.
It's like everybody, you can posture your whole life, but it's like, yeah, man, sometimes you just got to do what you fucking got to do.
Yeah.
And I think he just did it for fun. I don't even think he needed to do that shit. I think he just did it because he wanted to do something a little different in his life. And he always talks about how he just wanted to be a million things. And you'll ask him, like, Gary, what do you want to do in your life? And he's like, I don't know yet. I'll figure it out when I grow up.
That's fair. I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, next up. Oh, no. Favorite video game.
Oh, fuck. What is my favorite video game? What's yours?
Straight up, I'm just going to be honest. I grew up as a teenager in 2013. Grand Theft Auto 5, I think. I do think about that game a lot.
Yeah, you're right.
But also, I mean, there's other games, like RimWorld's a great game. Stardew Valley's a great game. But I do think story-based game, Grand Theft Auto 5, game that I play most often right now is RimWorld or City Skylines 2 or Stardew Valley. Next question.
Game I play most often right now is Farming Simulator. I think other games I play the most often are like ESO, Elder Scrolls Online. But it's more of like a friend thing. But I do think it's a good MMO.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Fallout 76, I also think is a good MMO. I think it got to a good point. Story? You know what? A good game I've played recently, and it's only a demo, but it's really good, is a Game Boy Color game called The Machine. It's really
you have been
good.
talking about it a bunch. Yeah.
I haven't felt a pull on that, like a game where it sucks you in.
I feel you.
That shit was really good.
I will say, yeah, these are our favorite games I can think of right now in this moment. Yeah, there's probably, if I thought about it more, I could probably have a whole list. But yeah, all right, there we go. All right, now we solved it.
All right.
Sorry
that was so long.
Kerry bought 10 coffees. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah.
Hi, Josh and Sarah.
Hello.
Love the show. I've been listening for 3 to 4 years now. My favorite Josh bit is when he's reading a Reddit post and he adds a pregnant pause before saying, but.
It is funny.
Like, OP will be like, my husband usually has a normal diet. But.
Okay. Nice.
Don't steal my fucking thunder like that.
I'm sorry. I just.
And Sarah goes, oh, let's fucking go.
Yeah.
So you do, you.
Oh, let's fucking go.
There you go. Yeah. There you go. So
Did I dance for you? Did I dance, monkey?
I love that song. Haha. I also that's written in there. I didn't add that in. Oh, let's fucking go. Haha. I also love when Sarah says something and Josh is like, no. And Sarah goes, I'll just go fuck myself then. Gets me every time.
Hell yeah.
Before I go, I have a question for you. I've lived on the West Coast for about a decade now, but this summer I'm finally moving back to a place with Wawas. Let's fucking go.
Oh, let's fucking go.
Or as it's written out here, let's fucking go, 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 go. What's your Wawa go-to order? Breakfast, lunch, or dinner? Even for beginners, you even know. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner, quick snack, doesn't matter. I'm just curious what y'all get when you go. Love from California, Kerry. Italian honey hot was my go-to order for like a month and a half at least. I don't know if they still have honey hot, but that was mine for sure.
Italian honey turkey? I think I'm a turkey.
You're a honey turkey. You usually get honey turkey, yeah.
Italian honey turkey, lettuce, tomato, pickles, onion, mayo, ranch sometimes with avocado and bacon. It's just it's like a loaded fucking sub, and you fucking and American cheese, white American cheese.
Fair, yeah. My coffee. What I got Sarah today was a regular Irish cream, and I think that's what you usually get.
Yeah, it's
for
really
the most
good.
part. And then I get a Colombian coffee with French vanilla and some sugar, and that's self-serve, of course. Yeah.
If I'm doing the self-serve, also I'll go for like whatever seasonal bullshit they have.
That's true. If they have like the thing on there, yeah.
I like a weird flavor, even if it's artificial. I don't care. I like to try stuff.
Breakfast, I do Sizzlies.
Sizzlies are good. Yeah, I feel like it's got to be Sizzlies.
Yeah, that's the one I always want to go to when it's there. So yeah,
I used to get their breakfast burritos, but it's like after a while, I'm like, I always think it's going to be bigger than it is.
And it's not as big. I mean, it's a good size though. I feel like
better than like getting a breakfast burrito at like McDonald's,
where it's like a
nothing.
Fucking.
It's just straight up nothing.
Yeah,
give me a breakfast burrito with nothing.
But yeah, I get that. But yeah, no, that's my go-to order at least. Yeah,
same.
But thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
And our final coffee comes from Mariah, who bought 4 coffees. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Hey, from Metro Detroit.
Hello.
I've been listening for a few years now. Started listening around the time I started my own podcast with my sibling that has unfortunately been on pause for years now. Lamau, crying emoji.
Real shit. That's most real. Of them. Yep. I get you.
Yeah, welcome to the club.
Yeah.
So anyway, I guess it's about time I say hi. Also, I just want to say that thank you for your podcast. Such a light in my life and oddly helps me feel less lonely when I'm cleaning or just home alone with my baby. Also, happy springtime, bitches.
Happy springtime, bitches.
Tulip, sunflower, mushroom, butterfly.
Hell yeah.
Hopefully we'll get our last frost soon so I can sow my damn clover lawn. And then the eyes rolling up emoji, looking up emoji.
Hell yeah. Clover lawns are dope.
Dude, I feel that.
They look so good.
I like anything that's not a traditional lawn. I'm definitely either clover or rock garden lawn guy.
Dude, rock garden lawn is so Florida.
Yeah.
With the square concrete tiles.
Yeah,
dude.
But no, I feel that. I'm glad to make you laugh. I hope.
Yeah, that's nice. And don't worry about your podcast only lasting like a couple months or whatever.
Everyone does it.
Everyone does it, and it doesn't mean your podcasting career is over. You can always start another one. We had some failed ones before ours.
Yeah.
Don't look them up.
Don't. I don't remember if any of them are up. I don't talk to anyone that I've done a podcast with, and I think they all want me dead. So I think I
don't talk to one person. I don't do it.
Lucky, because I'm saying multiple people. It's 2 people on my end.
Yeah.
Oh, God. But thank you very much, everybody, for those coffees. But yeah, buymecoffee.com, APWSTR is the link down below. It's in our link tree as well if you want to support on a one-time basis.
Yeah.
We also have mutual aid links down in our description if you want to talk about that for a second, Sarah.
Yeah, Palestine, Congo, Sudan, everywhere. We also have some amnesty links to try and get Alligator Alcatraz taken down. Also, apparently they're trying to make a detention center in Lake Nona. You hear about this?
What the fuck?
There were some protesters, obviously, because they're eyeing up this detention center. And they said the Lake Nona detention center is a concentration camp, like on a sign. They sent a cease and desist to the sign holders, which I feel like should be bigger news because that's such a bullshit
so dumb.
move.
Yeah, what are you fucking talking about?
They're like, it's not a concentration camp. So keep calling it a concentration camp, but keep getting cease and desist in your motherfucking shit because apparently they're upset at the bad PR. But they are concentration camps, and we need to get them taken down because it's fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
There are also anti-ICE links down in the description down below with red cards that translate your rights when dealing with ICE when they come to your home. Where they need a warrant, you don't have to open the door. They slide the warrant underneath and also make sure that it's an actual warrant signed by a judge, not some bullshit ICE paperwork.
Yeah.
Because these motherfuckers are doing that now, which is stupid. Yeah, and they translate it from English into various languages, not just Spanish, but also other languages as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's down in the description. I forgot about merch. We have merch down in the description as well, and I don't have it on hand to show to you, but they're good stuff. So yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you all for watching so far, and enjoy the red segment.
We don't have any more. We used all our merch.
Yep.
Wow. And the pillow went somewhere. The pillow's over there. Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, enjoy the rest of the episode. Now to the red segment.
Yeah.
Reddit time, dude.
Reddit time.
Reddit time.
Reddit time.
What are you gonna start us off with, Sarah? It's been a week. You know, you gotta come out strong. Yeah, come out strong. Gotta come out strong, Sarah.
Speaking of strong, does anyone know a badass female DM from D&D Circle Jerk?
Does anyone know one?
Does anyone know one?
Has anyone?
And I'm not trying to say that it's me. I just think this is funny.
Sarah's trying to get me to say she's a badass female.
I'm okay if you want to say it.
But
of your own volition.
And if we don't.
That's okay. Hey, y'all, I've been DMing for over 20 years, and I've never been graced with the presence of a female at any of my tables for some odd reason.
Maybe that's something to do with the word female.
However, recently, I have the absolute honor and gratitude to have 3 females in my campaign.
Ooh, okay, hold on.
I totally get women, and I understand them.
Same.
But I just want to reach out and see if anyone knows the slightest crumb about the female experience so I can adapt that to my games. They don't like D&D for D&D, after all. How do I make my games girly pop?
Wait, they don't like D&D for D&D?
After all? So how do I make my games girly pop?
How do I make it for the ladies?
I mean, I just absolutely don't know how to act around females. So being a man, I've only ever catered D&D towards men.
I love that it's females and then you go to men. It's just
females and men is awesome.
Like, listen, I know it sucks that like when we do Reddit, it has to be male female because that's the fucking side of it.
Well, there's NB.
There's NB as well. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, just I think purposely going between female to man is I like that little touch, even though I'm one to bet it wasn't thought about.
Male female is funny.
It is pretty funny. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess it's like a gender thing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I don't know.
So, I don't know.
Who knows? If someone could recommend me a badass DM with a lot of experience with women, then I would greatly appreciate it. Thanks. Even better if you yourself are the sacred female.
Sorry, it just hit me that it's like, oh yeah, if you've ever seen a woman, let me know.
It is funny, yeah. It did hit me. It's a sleeper hit. P.S. I am married and happily married. I have no ill intentions towards females. It's just my wife doesn't play, so I couldn't possibly understand women otherwise.
Someone's been watching a lot of Connor O'Malley videos.
So, okay, there's a original.
Yes.
And it's like nearly identical.
No.
So this is the original from r/Dungeon Masters.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Anyone know a badass female DM?
No, not the same.
I'm not joking. That's the title of the original.
Okay.
This is a real. Someone earnestly posted this. Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah.
Just not to bait the circle jerk subreddit as baiting me currently. I've been DMing, which is what a circle jerk is.
I mean, yeah.
I've been DMing for over 20 years, but I've never had any female players at the table.
That's the same.
That's so crazy.
That is crazy.
But recently I have 3. I want to discuss ideas on how to make the campaign as interesting for them as I do for men like myself. I'm looking to understand more about the female universe in RPGs, which has grown a lot.
The Femiverse.
I want to give them a positive experience. Even better if it's someone who DMs D&D or another medieval fantasy. If you can recommend quote-unquote badass DMs, or if you are one and can give me some tips, I'd really appreciate it. Thanks, guys. P.S. I'm married and very happily married, but to my personal curse, my wife doesn't even play, let alone DM, so I have no choice but to turn to you guys.
Bro, what a fucking loser wife. So anyway, Sarah, as part of the female cinematic universe, what do you think, what advice do you have for this guy?
It's so weird because, like, I can't tell this is because I've talked a little bit how sometimes I struggle with my own gender, and I'm like, am I a woman or am I not? But it's a big part of my identity. And, you know, the last time I said this, I vowed never to talk about it again because someone was like, yes, I'm not guys, I'm not a they, them. I'm a she, her to she, they pipeline. Fuck off. Sorry, it just pissed me off for weeks.
I get it. Yeah, I mean, I feel like people talking about your gender and like speculating on it probably sucks. Yeah.
It's okay if you default to they, them. For me, I get it. I give off NB vibes, which compliment, but also, you know, don't have a weird reaction when somebody tells you their pronouns ever. Please.
Please. Let's all take a deep breath.
Anyway, sorry, I'm not going to get myself mad again. So it's something that I don't experience anymore, but being a lady nerd. Sometimes you'll talk to a nerd and it's like they go into hunt mode. And of course, you know, we're all autistic here, so you can see it. They they change their whole body, and it's like, it feels almost misgendering sometimes. It's almost like all of a sudden I'm not just a person, I'm a woman.
Yeah,
because
I get what you mean.
A woman is only a sexual object.
Yeah, it's the objectification part. I feel like that's really like, when in reality you can still, like, I think anyone who identifies as a woman shouldn't be objectified.
Right. They're a person also.
They're a person no matter what. Yeah.
So that's something I struggle with.
No, I get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is funny to think of like everyone around the table, a woman shows up and then they're like, just like, what is it? The thumb, like,
the cartoon, and then all their muscles pop out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's so
oh shit! A woman.
Funny.
Fuck! I gotta make my arms look good. Me, unironically, when I have to do a show, anyway.
Women might be watching this.
Probably are watching this. Yeah.
But I mean, you know, I think it's so weird because it is like. It's also like that meme where it's like, oh, you're so sweet. HR, please.
Yeah.
Or it's like, I don't know. It is kind of vibes sometimes.
No, I get it. Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. It's
sometimes nerd flirting.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm more attracted to a male nerd being like, and this is not anything to do with the post. The post is ridiculous, and we all know why.
Yeah, sorry. Who do you like to fuck?
Well, I mean, like, flirting in nerd spaces is weird.
Okay,
that's what I'm trying to talk about. And so let me get back to it and stop silencing women. And that's the other thing. If I don't identify as a woman anymore, I can't make those jokes.
That is true. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can't just be, I wouldn't be sexist anymore, and like half this podcast is over. Like,
it's like half our shtick.
It's kind of, a lot's riding on you not going non-binary, Sarah.
I know. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Because of
I'm
comedy.
shutting this pipeline down right now.
But the non-binary pipeline.
And that's the title.
That's the queer agenda. The gay agenda.
So
180 gram. Anyway, sorry, nerds flirting sucks ass. But then sometimes, you know, I enjoy a nerd. I prefer in a nerd space when a nerd is like shy, because he's afraid of flirting with me. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's like I need somebody to be afraid of flirting with me. And that is endearing.
Is that your vibe? That's the vibe you're looking for?
Yeah.
Like
where I can be a little bit more dominant, maybe. And then they're like, shut up. I don't know if this is okay or not.
yeah.
And it is like, now I know you're a nice person because you're worried this much about consent.
That's true. Yeah, that is a good. I would rather.
Or you just have generalized anxiety disorder. Maybe that's what I'm attracted to. I don't know.
Well, I mean, to be fair, that one tracks a little bit more with me, I think.
Dude, yeah. I mean, yeah, like on our first date, you were nervous as fuck.
Yeah. I was
awesome.
just watching a movie and having a good time. And then, yeah.
Well, it was like, I think our first conversations, you were like, I don't know what to say.
I don't know what to say. Who?
I was
I
like,
don't fucking know you.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Dude, going to a first date and being like, bitch, I don't fucking know you. What the fuck do you want me to say? What the fuck do you?
Fuck you. I don't know. Get away from me. It's so funny.
Who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck are you? You just showed up.
Who do you think you are?
And you drove up to my house.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely taking no accountability for the date at all.
That's like me. Yeah.
No, yeah.
I gotta show you a TikTok I did. Sorry.
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah, sorry. I'll show you later.
Anyway, back to this. Yeah, D&D for women is the same.
Yeah,
it's the damn same.
Like most things, actually, if you treat it like normal, it's actually for everybody.
I don't know how it even could be different. I think needlessly gendering things has gotten us to a ridiculous point.
Yeah, I think with D&D, I feel like, I don't know, you can do whatever you want, so just keep doing whatever you want as opposed to thinking like, oh, I gotta add a pony. Oh, fuck, I gotta add a Ken's Dream House or whatever. Ah, fuck. I'm not going to Target. I'm gonna look gay if I go to Target and buy a Ken doll for
as
research.
A minifig?
As a minifig.
Oh my god, I'm crying. Well, it's like what for your boys? Do you pull your Legos? Probably pull your Legos for me, bitch.
Yeah.
Do it. I would love that. I would also love a Ken doll as a. Well, this is the thing too. It's like in the comments, everybody's like, "Oh yeah, this or that, shopping," and I'm also like, I would love that as a D&D thing.
Okay, yeah,
let's go. Fuck yeah. I feel like the quote unquote women experience of what they're trying to get at is just. And it's true for queer people as well. I feel like they're just more interested in trying stuff. And it's like I do have a hunch that if I DM'd for only men, only straight men, which I mean I am doing a campaign for only men right now.
That is true. Yeah, so
but only straight men, I think. And I tried the same shit that I was doing before. I think the only ones that would get upset are ones that are like toxic masculinity.
Oh yeah, 100%. I agree with that.
They expect only Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
and
it's
nothing
like
else.
No, D&D can be
anything.
Anything. Yeah.
And it's not.
I thought that was the whole fucking point, nerds. Like, what the hell? Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't really view what I do as women based.
No, I get it. Yeah.
Even though I draw my own maps and they're quite bright colors and things.
No, yeah, but I mean, I don't know. In an ideal world, we wouldn't give a shit about gender, you know, like just let people be who they want to be. And again, as long as no one's getting hurt,
yeah,
who fucking cares?
Who gives a shit?
Yeah,
yeah. It doesn't like. Why does it have to be gendered?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe selfishly, this is my thought on it. I guess with both sexuality and gender and whatever, my first thought is like, I got shit to do.
Yeah,
I got shit. Listen. I'll fight for your rights. Don't get me wrong. I'll give a shit about that.
Your men's rights. Fight for men's rights?
No, for gay and non-binary and women's rights.
Oh, you don't give a shit about gay, non-binary, and women's rights is what you're saying.
I do care. Okay, hold on. Hi, everyone. My name is Josh.
No, sorry. Go ahead. What do you mean?
But no. I mean, I don't know. It's like, it's one of those things where it's like, I think in an ideal world, like, we could get past this, I guess. You know what I mean? You know? That's what I mean by that, is like, I think, you know, and obviously I know which side of the fucking aisle is doing it. It's men.
Yeah,
men.
it's not the people affected.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
it's the ones doing the oppressing.
It's only if only there was a name for it, like patriarchy or something like that. That seems like a cool name. I think I coined that right now. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you know, and it is really strange that, I mean, you know.
Dude, you DMing for men only, and then you leaving a post like, anyone know any badass male DMs?
So that I can... Dude,
just flooded with a bunch of guys.
This one should have been a gender bent one, man. That would have been awesome.
That would have been good.
That would have been great.
Get on it right now. Fuck the show. Let's just.
It's the concept of being like, I don't know what a male perspective is.
Guys, I'm just a lowly woman DM, and I'm a lady DM, and I need you to.
I do have a comment I could read also. That's fair, really funny.
Can I say, I know that the coffee talked about the butt, but I do think Lady Blank is a very fun.
It's getting me
so
lately.
Good. I love it.
That's a sleeper
hit.
Do
you guys like Lady Blank? Let me know in the comments down below.
That's like a drunk Elvis swear. The more you do it, the funnier it is.
Yeah, leave a lady comment down below.
Leave a lady comment. Yeah, this one's a little long, but it is funny to me. If you're gonna okay, and it's gross. It's a little gross.
Awesome. Can't wait to censor all this later. Yeah.
It talks about pheromones.
You gotta be fucking kidding me, dude.
Okay,
Can I guess the gender that wrote this?
This is still in the circle jerk.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Phew.
So who knows?
Christ.
It could be
copy pasted
any gender just being real gross. If you're gonna host females within your reach of your table, ensure that you warn them of their smells. It's been scientifically proven that females (parentheses women) and (parentheses) release pheromones during different levels of emotional release. Parentheses known as a ecstatic spurt if they're happy. Fun fact. And parentheses. And those pheromones could risk your marriage. I had this problem back in 2003 when I was at a bus stop next to a female. She consented to me being at the bus stop, and I couldn't stop smelling her. When she asked what I was doing, I politely informed her that her spurt was irresistible. For some reason, she called the cops on me, uncalled for, end parentheses, and I was unlawfully arrested. Anyway, if you have females, parentheses, women, and parentheses at your table, you'll have to make sure your games aren't too intense. Make sure that you don't run any scary monsters that set off their scared smell. It's like lemons, end parentheses. So maybe instead of running dungeons full of spooky monsters and darkness, you run a game where they meet some dogs, parentheses, cute, end parentheses. At a park, and they get to pet the dogs if they pass a roll, of course. Even with females, it's still a game.
It's still a game. Hey, listen.
That way, nobody gets too emotional. You'd hate to have to explain to your wife why you need to, in an emergency, give one of the female players a bath and scrub her back because she got too scared. Boy, howdy, talk about awkward, but kinda hot.
A little hot. Yeah, hold on.
By the way, a female parentheses woman shouldn't be a DM. So maybe give up that dream. Can you imagine? Females, women can't keep up the creative process like we can, so DMing would be impossible for one. But maybe I'll add a female DM to my next game for my players to romance.
Ooh, okay, all right. I like the idea of that.
And another comment was like, just add some Stardew Valley elements into your thing.
That's
Bitches
true.
love cozy slop.
Bitches love cozy slop. I gotta agree with that. Hell yeah, brother.
I would love farming in a D&D. I would do that. Nobody else would, but I would.
But yeah, solved it. Let's get out of this.
Let's get out of this minefield.
Let's out of this minefield
of gender. Gender
LadyMinds.
LadyMind parentheses field. What about that? What about that title? Lady Minefield. Lady
Mind Freak.
Parentheses freak.
Mind Freak. That's the guy's name. He's a person.
His name isn't Mind Freak. His name is Chris.
John Cena. Okay, sorry. I'm just gonna keep going.
John Cena. Okay, we gotta go. We
have an hour and a half. Jesus,
this is crazy.
Jesus,
I got a heart out.
I know you do. I know, and I know you do. I know you got to go work, and I'm trying to find my fucking red stories right now.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Everyone get off my deck. All right. Am I the asshole for telling my friend that she does not remember 9/11? We were gone for a week. I gotta start off strong. I gotta start off real strong.
Okay. All right. Whatever it is, man.
Yeah, whatever.
You just keep going.
Wait, okay, all right. My friend, born 1998, was 3 years old when 9/11 happened. She has told this story a million times of being in class and having TVs wheeled in to show the kids what was happening on screen.
That's awesome.
Sorry, just the thought of like, kids, you gotta see this shit. You gotta fucking...
Because I was born in 1997, and I do remember everyone freaking out.
Yeah, that's fair, yeah.
I do remember like getting picked up early from preschool.
Yeah,
but
that
I
makes
also
sense,
have an
yeah.
insane memory that definitely 100% means I'm going to get dementia in my later years. So
you win some, you lose some.
I think it's really funny that you're in preschool and a teacher wheels in a TV,
Yeah.
and it's like I gotta show the children this.
You guys need to.
Fucking
It doesn't matter
awesome.
what channel. It doesn't. Okay, she will bring up this story anytime 9/11 is mentioned. She is the oldest in our friend group, and the rest of us were not even alive when 9/11 happened.
Awesome, dude.
Recently, she retold the story, and when she said she was in class, someone asked her what classes they had for 3-year-olds. She tried to say that she was in pre-K, but had previously told me she didn't even go to pre-K, and her mom put her straight in kindergarten at 5. I brought this up, and she changed her answer and said it was actually daycare. Stolen 9/11 remembrance valor. Crazy. Then
Just imagining you're at home and your parents wheel in the TV. It's even funnier.
Homeschooled parent bringing in the...
You gotta see this shit.
All right. Then that same person asked how she was able to vividly remember the events of 9/11 at just 3 years old, and she claimed she was so traumatized she was able to form a core memory.
Which I have a vivid memory, and but I will say I don't have a connection between it and 9/11 other than something was weird happened.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's that or like my mom got into a car accident or something and they had to pick me up from school. But it was strange to get picked up from school, and I remember everyone else getting picked up from school.
Yeah.
And when I say school, I do probably mean daycare. Because I was of a similar age.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that they wheeled in the TV to show us 9/11 because that did not fucking happen. I did not see 9/11. Honestly, I didn't see the broadcast until like a couple of years ago when we just watched it.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Because we were like, what the fuck? I think it was like it was going viral on TikTok as a joke or something. And then we watched it. We were like, this is actually fucking insane.
This is fucking horrible. Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, I remember that. It was 2021 and we were already like, well, we already baked bread. So like, what else are we supposed to do?
Yeah, like
we're
what else? I guess
quarantined.
just watch 9/11 on loop, I guess. And 9/11 10 hours compilation. But no, we watched it. It was like actually genuinely, I think as an adult, you should see it.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It did change my mind a little bit about all the insane jokes we were making about 9/11.
Yeah, I
was like, holy fuck, that's insane.
Fair, yeah.
But I remember playing with Lincoln Logs, and then like it was weird. My parents and all my friends disappearing, and then me getting picked up and going home and having a great time and being like, hell yeah. And then later finding out something happened.
Oh, I get you. Yeah.
But I don't remember anyone telling me it was 9/11, and I don't remember anyone like ever seeing it until I was an adult.
Okay, that's fair.
So,
yeah.
I'd call bullshit. Yeah.
Okay. Then that same person asked how she was able to vividly remember the events of 9/11 at just 3 years old, and she claimed she was so traumatized that she was able to form a core memory. She continued her story by saying her mom was actually evacuated from where she worked in Texas because everyone was scared they would hit another high-rise building. But she had told me before that during her early childhood, her mom didn't work. She then tried to say her being evacuated from the building is the reason she quit? Question mark?
What does that even mean? How?
This basically turned into her defending her memory of 9/11 to a group of about 5 people who continued to poke holes in her story. At one point when we were alone, I told her she probably at 3 years old did not understand what was going on or form any type of memory about 9/11 because her story has so many inconsistencies with other stories from her childhood, and that she probably only thinks she remembers 9/11 because of media depictions of what people told her happened on that day.
For sure.
She is a known star emoji dramatic star emoji. Basically, everyone knows she dramatizes her stories.
Yeah.
But now she's mad at me because I don't believe her and told her story is inconsistent.
Yeah.
I didn't gang up on her with everyone else when she brought it up again privately is when I explained how I felt. Am I the asshole?
I will say I'm dramatic. You know what I mean?
This is a minefield for me right now, Sarah. Why'd you put me in there? Why'd you put me in this position?
You did this to yourself. I agree that what you did was right, because 9/11 is not something to have stolen valor about.
A little bit. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
And I do think like stories are like even my story about it.
And here's the thing,
you
too.
could say like you have no idea that was 9/11. I
probably
don't.
fair. Yeah, no, yeah.
You're right.
I will say, too, a thing that sucks about memory is that you're always going to be inconsistent like 9 times out of 10 because as you get older, you're going to remember shit and you're just going to fill it in with details that you think is like what actually happened.
Yeah, no one's like completely accurate all their life.
Yeah.
I do think like I'm a person, because I grew up with like my dad did this as well, where he started off with a story about how because he was a boat captain.
Yeah.
He would tell me stories about how one time he fought pirates. And, you know, in my mind, it's like a swashbuckling thing. Apparently was real.
But it's not the pirates that we think of when we talk about, I assume.
Yeah, like that would pop up in a kid's mind is, oh, my dad fought pirates on a boat.
And he had a big sword. And
no, apparently what happened was some guys were either the way my dad described it as an adult was they were washed up and they were desperate. So like they had somehow were just like on their own boat. They'd run out of supplies. And they see a big ass U.S. Coast Guard ship. Of course, they're going to like try and get some supplies from the Coast Guard. But the Coast Guard doesn't. I mean, I think my dad was upset because he was like, I would have just given them some shit and then taken it on, you know, when they were upset at me for not having all my cargo at my destination. I would have been like, sorry, misplaced it.
Yeah.
And given it to them so that they could. I'm not going to leave them to die. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But then they decided to try and steal it anyway. So they were getting up onto the boat, onto the poop deck. And my dad took the big hose.
Oh, yeah.
That they used to swab the deck and just sprayed them off the side of the boat.
Which I believe is actually what people will do. Because I remember in Captain Phillips, you know, the movie, they, if I'm not mistaken, they have just like water jets on the side of the boat go out usually. And that's a deterrent thing. But
yeah. Well, and this also my dad, before you're like, oh, your dad just stole that from Captain Phillips. Because people don't believe me when I talk about this for some reason. My dad is older than Captain Phillips. And also Captain Phillips came out in like the 2010s.
Yeah, so if you got told this,
I always got told this when I was
your dad
child.
Actually, is Captain Phillips, and he never told you that was his life rights.
I'm sure there were a couple Captain Phillips, maybe not to the extent that Captain Phillips, like the danger that Captain Phillips was in, and it probably brings some legitimacy. But you think there's only one pirate
ever
that sticks up one American ship? No. There's probably at least a couple.
Probably a couple. Okay,
that we don't hear about. But the dads go home and tell their kids, honey, I fought pirates.
Yeah, it's like, whoa.
It is a cool story anyway. And everyone I tell it to.
But it is funny to think that like your dad, like, and I know it's not the hose type, but like a regular garden hose with like the just like your Alan and Smiling Freds. I'm flushing the guy with dirty water.
With dirty water. My dad's Alan.
Yeah, your dad's Alan from Smiling Freds.
Fucking awesome. Yeah, so true. In my mind as a teenager, it was like, you know, he's like, oh, how do I deal with this pirate problem? And he goes from left to right, and it's swords and all these like fucking crazy guns and things or whatever, and then he like hose time. And
he grabs it and he's like running across the ship, and like the hose is following behind him.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
And then he uses the hose to like swing to the other side of the ship.
I think there's value in doing that.
Yeah.
However, I do agree with OP that it is like wild, and it sounds like she's chastising her. This is me reading into it, but
yeah,
it does sound like every time 9/11's brought up, you have to say they wheeled in the thing and you watched it.
I'm sorry, I'm just still thinking
That's
about preschool,
crazy.
like a bunch of 3-year-olds shitting their pants.
Shitting their diapers.
Shitting their diapers.
These kids have to see this, and I'm sure. I bet
someone's probably done that. But I'm just laughing at that image because it's like, what the fuck? I'm just thinking of like, you remember those like grid mats with like the 5 colors, and like just it was like, you know, and
big puzzle piece,
foam big puzzle piece foam mats. Something kids have a little bit of like, you know, shit's about to get real bad for those kids. All right,
God, man. That's
but yeah,
funny.
I think not the asshole. I think
not the asshole. I don't think it's inherently bad to have a dramatic friend that lies about their stories. But I do wonder if maybe she's got a problem.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? Because there's
say,
like compulsive liars.
No, that's true.
Impulsive
Yeah.
liars.
As someone who does, I remember 9/11 personally.
Oh, I gotta tell you this story.
Okay.
About my brother.
Yeah.
I tell you this before. I hope I did.
Maybe.
I hope I haven't. So this is the first time you heard.
I don't remember.
Live on camera. My brother Michael. There was a.
You have a brother?
Yeah, my brother Michael in middle school. Because he was in middle school when 9/11 happened. He's like about 9 years older than me.
Shit.
So he was in middle school when it happened, and the local newspaper in Atlanta was doing like a essay writing about how 9/11 impacted kids. Okay, yeah, I've told you this before.
I vaguely remember this. I don't remember what he did though.
And my uncle worked for the government.
Mm.
I don't think he worked at the Pentagon, but he worked at the government doing like information security or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe not even security, maybe just IT. But I don't know.
Yeah.
So my brother is also a story exaggerator, and at the time wrote an essay about how my uncle's arm got blown off in 9/11. It's one of my favorite things. Like, we don't see eye to eye anymore and stuff, but that's one of my favorite things he's ever done. And he submitted it to the newspaper, and it won.
Oh, shit.
Because it was so dramatic. And that motherfucker's arm did not get blown off in 9/11. He worked at the fucking Pentagon. That shit did not happen.
Yeah.
Fucking, oh my God. And so like everyone was like, wow, Michael, I'm so sorry that happened to your uncle. And then my mom gets a fucking call that's like, hey, I'm really sorry about your brother-in-law. And she's like, what are you talking about? And they're like, what do you mean? Michael wrote a story about this. And she was like, fucking Michael. Like, it was crazy. And then also the craziest part was we talk about this all the time for years because it's fucking hilarious that he did this. Years later at Thanksgiving, he's with his friends who he's been friends with since middle school. And my mom brings it up at Thanksgiving because it's a funny fucking story, and we used to all bully Michael. And so, and Michael's friends are there, and we're talking about it, and Michael's laughing, and everybody's laughing, and then his friends turned to him, and they were like, that was a fucking lie? As, like, 25-year-olds. They believed this for years. That my uncle's arm got blown off in 9/11. And years later, I told this to a coworker of mine because I was just we were not getting along, and we were stationed to be with each other for an entire day.
Yeah,
and he laughed so hard he dropped his like.
Oh, it was like iPad or something
He had like a drink or something. This is on the airport floor. He had like a drink in like a styrofoam cup. And he laughed so hard he dropped his styrofoam cup and it spilled everywhere on the fucking thing.
That's crazy.
So just the damage to this one story is a fucking amazing story.
Yeah. And I can't wait for that story to now spread when I make that exclusively a TikTok. And then everyone's going to be like, awesome. Wait, I knew that guy. I read that paper. Hold on a minute.
I don't think they published it because my mom yelled about it.
Okay, well, that's good. Yeah.
Or I don't know if they did publish it. I don't know.
I mean, how did everyone start calling?
I would love to track it down.
Newspapers.com. Get on it right now. Sarah, take my card.
That'd be cool, man. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, not the asshole?
Yeah, not the asshole.
Yeah, solved it.
Don't do this for every story, though. Let your friend lie a little bit.
Well, a little bit, yeah. Just a little lie.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of cancer, Stan.
The 9/11 ones are fine.
Okay, yeah. That's what you mean, yeah.
Yeah.
You know who else I saw? I remember 9/11 because Robert Pattinson was in the tower, actually. I remember I was looking at him. He was in the window looking out.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Looking
that movie ended
straight
like
into
that.
the fucking plane.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole for refusing to play Werewolf ever again?
Ooh, okay.
I have a lot of bullying-based ones this episode.
Yay. Bullying.
So if you think it's bullying, it probably is, yeah. So I, 28 male, have a friend group that loves playing Werewolf. And when I say loves, I mean they go all in.
Ah, shit.
The problem is I am always the first one out. And I don't mean often. I mean literally every single time. Either I'm the first one killed at night or the first one voted out during the day. It's gotten so consistent that it's becoming a running joke in the group. People will literally say things like, let's just vote out OP like always. Everyone acknowledges it, no one questions it, it just happens. At first I laughed it off, but over time it started to suck. Because what's the point of playing a game where you don't actually get to play?
I know I'm missing the forest for the trees here, but your friend group doesn't give a shit about this game then. They're not actually playing it.
Yeah, it's not a fun thing to do.
No.
Fast forward to this weekend, we went on an Easter trip together and stayed in an actual castle. Someone had the idea to do a full-day version of Werewolf, kind of like the Traders, where the game runs for hours. We all split into different rooms and waited for the first death notification. Guess who got killed first? Yep, me again. So now I'm stuck in a castle on a weekend trip I paid for with a game that's supposed to last hours, and I'm out within the first round. Meaning I basically have to sit around doing nothing while everyone else continues playing. That's wild.
Sorry, I'm just thinking of like every time you're like, guys, I'm the fucking fortune teller, all right?
Yeah.
Like I literally could have helped you.
I literally could have. I'm the doctor.
If you guys actually played the fucking game. Oh, the good guys keep on losing somehow. Yeah, because you keep fucking killing me.
You just don't want to hang out with me.
You just want to hang out with me.
So stop inviting me.
Yeah.
Later, when everyone regrouped, people were laughing about it and acting like, wow, what a shame. OP is out again. Like it's just some funny tradition. At that point, I'd had enough. I told them, I'm not playing Werewolf with you guys anymore. This is the last time. Now some of them are annoyed and say I quote unquote ruined the vibe, and it's not personal. They even suggested I could act like the host from the Traders and run the voting rounds.
Yeah, you can still participate,
you
bud.
could keep score.
Yeah, just keep score. Yeah.
Fuck off, man.
It's not personal, but it only affects you every first round. What are you fucking talking about, dude?
But honestly, I don't want to spend my time facilitating a game I never get to play, just so everyone else can have fun at my expense. I get that getting voted out first once isn't personal, but when it happens every single time and it's turned into a group joke, it stops feeling random. I'm still happy to hang out, do other activities, whatever. I just refuse to play this game with them anymore. So Ribbit,
am I the asshole?
Reddit, am I the asshole?
Frogget, am I the asshole? No, you're not the asshole. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's just bullying.
That's just straight up bullying. Yeah, I don't even know how else to say it. I mean,
my advice is to just walk around in like your PJs in the castle.
Yeah, you know what? You should
acting like it's an Airbnb.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, just
and
be on your
ruining
phone
their
the whole
immersion.
time. Dude, walking around with like the Scrooge like pajamas with like a cup of coffee and just being like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
Yeah, just like completely take it out of the castle vibe, completely modern.
Yeah,
just
you know
walking
what?
around with like a pot of coffee and or whatever, and just walking around and being like, yeah, I think I might go out on the green today. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just like enjoy your vacation. I think you should.
See, here's what you should also do as well. Since you're just gonna walk around, you should just be like, "Yeah, I heard Sam was actually thinking about killing one of you guys. I don't remember."
Yes, absolutely.
Just ruin
Spoil
the game,
the game every single time. Treat them like dogs.
Oh yeah, I overheard that. You know, like when you guys all closed your eyes, I didn't because I'm not playing the game.
Yeah.
And then I think
he's the doctor. He's the werewolf.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just letting you guys know. See ya.
Yeah. See you guys. Yeah. Anyway, we gotta go skiing, guys. Come on, we got plans.
Anyway, yeah, I'm going to a cool ass restaurant down the street. None of you are invited because you're not dead. So see ya,
guys. You know the castle's actually attached to Magic Kingdom, right? Like we could just go to Magic Kingdom. Like we just take the elevator down.
Yeah, I'm gonna go golfing.
We're in Cinderella's castle right now.
I'm gonna have like the time of my fucking life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Space Mountain, let's go.
I'm gonna go on Space Mountain a million times.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, just go off and have a fucking dope ass time.
Yeah.
I mean, and it sucks being by yourself and all your friends are essentially like, I don't want to talk to you for hours, but also I want to pretend like we're playing a game.
Yeah.
I have a problem with games like that.
Yeah.
Where as soon as the first one out, you just don't do anything.
Yeah, no, I feel that. And if you're consistently the first one out, it's like, what the fuck?
Fuck this, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't really like these types of games to play personally. I'll watch it sometimes. I'm like, all right. But also, I'm the type of person that, you know how sports people will yell at the ref? I yell at every single player that's not the werewolf. And I'm like, how You fucking idiot.
You would probably, because the only game that I've seen that deals with this problem is Blood on the Clock Tower.
Yeah.
Where they have a ghost vote. So ghosts still have to pay attention to the game, and they have one vote.
Yeah, so they have to make it count. Yeah.
And it can literally change the entirety of the game. So it is like you still have to play. You're just also dead.
That's true, yeah.
So you just lose your other special power.
But that means we would have to play with OP, and I don't want to fucking do that.
I mean, you know, and there's a toxic part of my mind that's like, how do you play?
Yeah. No, that's my thing. And I'm missing the forest for the trees here. You guys aren't actually using strategy in your first round. You're wasting time.
Like, did OP play once before and everyone hated it so bad that that's why?
Yeah, maybe this is OP's fault, actually. Maybe they're just bad at lying. Yeah, and the first time...
There's a really gross victim blamey part of my brain that definitely comes from my mother that
no, really?
speaks up sometimes, and it's wrong, and you're right to be upset at it. I'm upset at it as well. It just won't shut the fuck up. But I do think that, and then I immediately thought after that was, who cares?
Yeah.
If he is even a bad player, he still gets to play sometimes. This isn't professional basketball. It's not like the only people that get to play it are the people that are fucking awesome at the game.
Yeah.
It's also people that are bad at this is a game between friends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
To be, yeah.
You should let your friend that's bad at the game.
And also, if they're bad at the game, you should keep letting them play, because then they'll get better at it. If you actually gave a fuck.
Nobody knows how skill works.
If you gave a fuck if I win or lose, if I live or fucking die in this game.
Yeah, that's what makes it so uniquely cruel. It's also, you're stopping me from ever getting better at the game.
Yeah.
Or having a different type of game.
Yeah.
To which I'm like, why are they...
play Monopoly.
Yeah. Just start playing Monopoly start playing Solitaire by yourself.
Yeah, dude. At the table while they're voting.
Table. Yeah.
Guys, don't fuck up my cards. What the fuck? Guys, don't light the candle. The wax is gonna get on my fucking $50 card deck that I got from Balatro. I got my Balatro branded.
Do a Balatro branded card deck,
dude. You know what? If they do have that, B. B. What you should do is you should at the table get your tablet, put it in the center, and have Balatro playing,
up the music.
and turn it up, and then everyone's like, okay, so I saw Jack over there, and meanwhile it's like bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Just, you know, do 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 do. Can you turn that on? No, I'm playing a game. The music's important. I'm recording a Let's Play right now. You gotta.
Guys, can you shut up? I'm trying to get a room tone.
I'm trying. Yeah.
Oh, for my
dude.
Let's Play.
Just keep bringing a boom mic wherever you go, and that's an excuse of like
bonking it on their face.
Yeah.
Assault them.
Dude,
physically.
You know what? Honestly, make a fake boom mic setup. No, make a fake boom mic setup, because if they're gonna kill you off, you then get to be like, all right, I guess we're taking this seriously. Oh, we're on TV now, guys. Come on.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're professionals, right?
Yeah, you're professionals. Oh yeah, you're so good at the game. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they're gonna bully you, bully them back. I guess. Like, you know. If they walk around and they're like, I don't know, I think he's the werewolf. Are you fucking stupid?
Dumbass.
He's obviously not the werewolf, you freaking idiot. It's obviously Jake.
Yeah, obviously. Come on.
Fucking idiot. He's so he's walking around fucking howling at the damn moon over there. Yeah,
sniffing all you out. Like, come on.
Fucking loser. God, I would be so much better.
I would be so amazing at this game.
I mean, and it's like, it's not like you're even trying to preserve a friendship at this point. You're definitely burning some bridges, but it's also like, if I was in an Easter castle, that's what I would do. I would just make a fucking scene.
Yeah.
I would just make a scene.
Make a fucking scene, dude.
This is, you know what? Weirdly enough, this is kind of an alt one-way ticket to Margaritaville situation. Just a perfect way to ruin a bunch of people's fun.
Dude, at the Jimmy Buffett Margaritaville Castle.
Playing Werewolf.
Yeah.
And one-way ticket to the Werewolf Castle.
Cheeseburger in Paradise playing
and you never check out.
Hotel California. Oh, dude, hell yeah.
For those of you that don't understand the one-way ticket to Margaritaville joke, it's a very old joke that I said a couple of years ago.
You trademarked,
when I was in a deep depression, which was I learned about the Margaritaville cruise line.
And resorts and all this other shit.
No, specifically the cruise line.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah,
and I was like, that's hilarious. Everyone trying to be on island time on a boat. What if I was on the Margaritaville cruise line and I fucking killed myself? like one day in, and everyone on the boat had to wait with me, had to just be, had all their fun ruined. And I was like, if I had to kill myself, I would do it that way. And I call it the one-way ticket to Margaritaville.
Yeah.
So my joke is, if I was invited to the Werewolf Castle and I got voted out for the first night, I'd kill myself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So that none of them could enjoy playing Werewolf anymore.
Yeah. Or you set the precedent of everyone has to kill themselves if they get killed off. It's like, you guys gotta take this seriously. Someone's got to be the martyr here, and as you pull the gun to your
Werewolf,
head.
but it's roulette. I'm actually gonna make that game. Nobody's take that. I'm making that game,
dude. Fuck yeah,
that's a video game I'm gonna make.
All right, solved it. That was a good clap. I don't even know if that came across.
Solved it. That was amazing.
That was amazing.
That broke the
clap.
fucking sound barrier, dude.
Dude, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right, okay.
Check it and you never check out is crazy.
All right. Am I the asshole?
Yeah.
I called him. All right, no, you locked it in. Good job, Sarah.
No.
Am I the asshole? I called my partner weird for inviting gamer friend on vacation.
How weird is gamer friend? That's the important question I have right now.
We'll get into it, yeah.
Okay.
My partner of 12 years has a habit anytime we go anywhere. He invites friends, customers from work, acquaintances, family, sometimes all of the above to wherever we are going.
Oh.
I admit I am an antisocial person and what most would label as neurodivergent. Therefore, if something is not required for work, I like to know who all is going, where we are going, and when. I understand sometimes this is out of control, but as long as friends/family communicate with me, I don't mind. I've never been called rigid because I will simply opt to not go/leave early, but I am not given that opportunity with my husband because then he will also refuse to go, even if he organized it unless I also attend. But I believe I shouldn't have to go if I am not provided adequate information, which is part of the reason I'm wondering if I'm an asshole. Current issue. We planned a last-minute vacation 4 states over from Texas. We are bringing a friend of ours. She's been through a lot lately. Her long-term relationship with the father of her children ended badly, and she is struggling, so we both agreed it would be good for her, and neither of us would mind as we always rent an entire house anyway.
No.
Come to find out, he invited a guy he plays with on Xbox that I believe lives a state over? He's only played with him for a few months, like 4 to 5 at max. He was telling him I am bringing my, quote, single friend.
Oh my god.
I feel as if he was using her to entice a man that neither one of us knows, and I am certainly not willing to stay in a house with a man that is a stranger, and will not subject a friend to that either. When I talked to him about it, he wrote it off as, well, I knew he wouldn't be able to come, which is something he said in the past. Then when the person/many people were able to act on his invite, it made situations extremely stressful because there weren't even accommodations for them, and no one could make accommodations because, of course, nobody but my husband knew about them potentially coming until the day of, or until they showed up at said event/dinner/trip, etc. This has made me not want to plan trips or events locally, much less out of state and country. I often don't want to go to anything locally, even things that I enjoy, because he invites people, doesn't tell me until last minute, and then it becomes work for me. Is this a common behavior that social people do, inviting people because you know they can't come? Is that an excuse? Am I the asshole?
I don't know, because I'm not that type of person.
I know I'm not either.
But I also feel like it's really fucked up behavior.
Yeah.
I would also be similarly in OP's position, like, stop fucking doing that. What the hell?
Can you not entice your single friend and using my single friend, quote unquote?
Yeah, especially after she just broke up with her the dad of her kids. Man, that's crazy.
Pretty weird. Yeah.
That's wild.
Okay, because here's my thing, right? I do think I kind of get the idea of I get the idea of inviting people even if you think they can't come, because I do think it is a kindness that you're doing sometimes. Okay, here's my example, and this isn't friends.
And I'm not doubting you. Because you grew up in a different household than me, where we didn't have people coming over because our house was a mess.
That is, I will say, my mom was very open to having people over.
Yeah, she wanted to be the house because she's quite nice. She wanted to be the house where everybody could come in and just chill at their house.
Yeah. But I don't know. There's been times where, like, what is it? Even if I weren't able to go to something, I still would have been appreciated the idea of being asked. Like there was one time they were planning a winter vacation, and it wasn't even on the table for me to go.
I will say it was a little rude because they were immediately like, Josh can stay home and watch the dogs.
Yeah.
As they were planning it in front of you, which I do think is rude.
That is rude. That was very rude. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. Even if I didn't want to go, I think the assumption that I didn't want to go, and I will say this is probably a different situation because it's family, A, but also, and B, I was there while it was being planned, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, because I think like if I found out after the fact that someone did something that I might have wanted to go to, I don't think I would be that upset about it as long as they don't, as long as there's not assumptions made that like,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it is just different strokes for different folks, and maybe giving grace a lot, probably too much grace to this guy. Not OP, but the other person, obviously.
Yeah.
I wonder if it is just like an awkwardness thing and he feels like he doesn't want to be rude like that.
Yeah.
I think that's the most grace I can give. I do think it is like if your partner is telling you to stop a behavior and it's something that you can stop, then definitely do that.
Yeah.
Like I do think for sure. Like I know I had that crazy crash out about the friends clapping.
Oh,
it's fun to clap,
yeah.
but it is like also it's very easy to stop. Don't do it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
That.
And so it's like if that ruins a relationship, that's not a good relationship, right?
Yeah.
Like I think as I get older, the more I appreciate friends and acquaintances that communicate and understand and don't prejudge my actions. And I feel, and maybe as I get more older, I get more and more neurodivergent. I just really wish people would be straight up with me most of the time.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you really didn't want me to go and you invited me and then I'm there, you didn't want me there, that'd be a nightmare for me.
Yeah.
Especially if I live states over.
Yeah, true.
That would piss me off.
Yeah, and if you're inviting people last minute, you're not a good planner.
No, dude. No. And then you're putting it all on your fucking wife, dude. Stop
Come on, yeah.
Get some help. No, I would also immediately crash out. And my first thought was a story from when I was dating somebody that they were doing this to me. And I really was like, hey, I would really enjoy some. I mean, you're married, so it's different. But I was
like, you're early on in the.
Yeah, it was like in the first month. I think we only dated for like a month or 2 months or something. And in the first 2 months, every time we hung out, it was with his roommate.
Oh yeah, you've told me about this. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we had gone to we're planning a movie date, and then he was like, "Oh, the day of the date." So I think that's also what tipped me off about this. He said like, "Oh, my roommate wants to come. Is that cool? Because he wants to see the movie." And I was like, I put my foot down and I said, "No, it's not cool because I want some one-on-one time with you." And then he accused me of being too sexual and that he wanted to essentially start from a friendship position and move on. He wanted to take things slower, which this was the first time he had told me this. And that's why he had kept inviting other people, was that he wanted it to be a group hangout rather than a one-on-one hangout, to which I was like, my problem wasn't that. I definitely would have done that.
Yeah.
If that's like a genuine concern. But instead he just made decisions without telling me.
And then expect you just be cool with it.
And also accused me of being like wrong for being sexual.
Yeah. You're an adulteress, like somehow. Yeah.
Even though, of course, he consented anytime we did anything sexual.
So he was still cool with being sexual. It was just.
It's just he wanted it without the guilt, I guess, of being sexual.
Can you just suck my dick less?
Like
Please?
only in the way that I want it?
Only whenever I want it. I don't really,
Which is valid. But also like to be like, no, can we be friends and you suck my dick?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Can you be, yeah.
Can you, like, I don't want to commit to you, which at the time I was also okay with.
Yeah, you just have to communicate it. You can do a friends with benefits type thing.
I turned around and started friends with benefits situations with other men.
Yeah, because
So I don't know. I really think he met somebody else. I think he was dating somebody else at the same time, and then he was just not interested in me. Because I think
just fucking tell them. Yeah.
There's a big vibe that he like didn't want to bring his fat girlfriend around his male friends, because he was also constantly planning other things with his friends, which was really funny. Because then when I would show up, I was like having a great time with his friends. He was the one that kind of, and I do think I emasculated him, because we were playing Tekken, and I kept playing he kept telling me to play like a sexy woman character in Tekken. And instead I played the panda and the bear.
Hell yeah.
Because you can play as a big old panda bear. And I was like, oh, hell yeah. And he was really upset at me for that.
Why? You just want to play the fucking game how you want to play it.
Well, because I think he wanted to play like a really good character and show me that he's really good at Tekken.
So then when you play the
bear,
you just fucking maul the shit out of it.
I mean, I was bad at the game.
No, I mean, yeah.
So, like, I was just having a fun time. I'm just trying to have a fun time. And he was like, no, play the girl so you can actually play the game. And I was like, no, I want to have a fun time with the game. But yeah, no, that guy sucked. I don't know. I don't know if that's if that's even relevant to the situation, but it did remind me of that.
No,
and I was just kind of like, what a lame guy.
Yeah.
That to not communicate whatever problem he's got going on.
No, yeah. And I think that's the thing in this is like, I feel like your concerns are valid, OP, And I think, I don't know. Okay. 5 months only knowing someone online. Even when we went to my my brother-in-law's friend's wedding,
we knew them for like years.
For at least like a year or two. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was very nice of them to invite us.
It was a very kind thing. Yeah, because they didn't have to really.
They really did not. But it was a wonderful wedding, and we really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
yeah.
But yeah, that was like both of us had at least had some communication, and if you especially have not had communication with this person,
that's wild. Yeah. I don't know if I would do that.
Especially if you're all staying in the same house.
And a vacation, it's like nobody thinks about it. Everybody thinks a vacation's really relaxing.
No, it's not. What are you talking about?
It's fucking not. I mean, we're,
for someone, it's not going to be relaxing for sure.
And it's probably the hotel receptionist. Yep. You're going to take out all your frustrations on the hotel receptionist, and they don't deserve that shit. They get it a million times a day.
Why are you charging me $20 for a bottle of water that I accidentally opened?
It's not. I don't set the fucking price for water, dude. I don't know. Shit.
I mean, yeah, even I feel like maybe I'd be more okay with it if it wasn't a hotel.
Yeah.
And you all had separate rooms at least. And then you can also put the stopper on and just like, you can be a little more safe. But yeah.
But I don't know. I do think it really rings true of a consent thing to me.
Yeah.
That's like, you need to get everybody's consent about it. And it needs to be earlier than like,
day of
or a week of. It needs to be like a month before.
Yeah, at least, yeah.
But anyway, I solved
it, dude.
Am I the jerk for refusing to keep wearing the nickname my girlfriend gave me after I found out where it came from?
Ooh, okay. Scotty.
No, it's not.
Doesn't. Yeah.
Doesn't. No. Yeah, for sure. I am 30 male and my girlfriend is 28 female. So we're both too old for this. We have been together for a little over a year. A few months in, she started calling me quote unquote museum as a pet name.
Museum.
Okay. I thought it was random, but kind of cute. When I asked why, she just said it fit me and smiled like it was an inside joke she would explain later. It stuck. She uses it in text, says it when she walks in the door, even got me a mug with museum on it for Christmas. Just like the word museum.
Or did you go
get
to a
museum themed mug like the MoMA or
something?
She couldn't get that. I'm sure there's a million of those.
Dude, just printing it out on like a teespring.
She had to
or
buy like a Cricut and vinyl printed onto a mug. Like,
and it's just
and it comes off in the dishwasher.
Yeah, and it's also black impact font, just the word.
And then she like resin cured it, like the most environmentally damaging mug you could possibly
get. She made
it
bulletproof and she showed you by shooting it multiple times.
She put it in her Cybertruck and started shooting it. Her friends started using it too, which I found slightly embarrassing, but I went along with it because she seemed weirdly attached to it, and honestly, I figured it had some sweet story behind it. Last weekend, we were at a birthday thing with a bunch of her friends, and one of them had too much to drink and said, "I still can't believe you made museum happen." everybody laughed in that way where you instantly know there's context you do not have.
Oh,
I can feel like the cold,
the heart sinking,
the cold wash over me.
Yeah.
Fucking sucks. Okay, anyway.
I got the chills, yeah.
Yeah. I asked what that meant, and my girlfriend tried to brush it off. Oof. And later I kept pressing because the whole table went awkward. She finally admitted that early on, when she first brought me around them, one of her friends said I looked like, quote unquote, the type of guy who would be fun for one date and then talk for 40 minutes about a chair. And apparently another friend said that I had, quote unquote, museum energy, meaning quiet, careful, nice to visit, but not exactly exciting.
What?
Instead of being offended on my behalf, my girlfriend thought it was hilarious and started calling me museum ironically.
That's crazy.
Over time, it stopped being ironic for her and became affectionate, which she says should be the part I focus on.
What? No, hold on a second. What?
Uh-huh. But I cannot get past the fact that this whole pet name I have been wearing around like an idiot started as her and her friends lightly roasting me behind my back.
I mean, yeah, they were calling you boring, basically.
Essentially, yeah.
Well, at least in their context. Like in me, I'm like, being museum's not bad. Being smart and cool.
I would be like, so you guys are anti-intellectuals?
Yeah.
You guys don't like museums?
You guys are a bunch of big fucking idiots.
Oh, I didn't know you guys were a bunch of fucking idiots. Anyway, bounce, I'm out. I'm going to the strip club. She keeps saying it was at the very beginning, before she knew me well, and that if anything, it is romantic because the joke turned into fondness. I told her I do not care how it ended up. I do not want to be called that anymore, and I do not want her friends calling me that either.
Yeah.
Now she says I am ruining something that had become genuinely loving because I am choosing the worst possible interpretation. Maybe I am being too stiff about it, but I feel like if I had introduced her to my friends with some cute nickname that secretly meant pretty but kind of dull, I would get absolutely shredded for it. Am I the jerk for telling her the nickname is dead and I do not want to hear it again?
No.
I think you should tell her that from now on she can look but not touch.
Boom, dude. Yeah. Boom. Get him.
No flash photography.
No flash photography and no flash. And I'm not flashing it.
No. $50 entry fee.
Yeah.
$50 donation entry fee.
Yeah, required.
Yeah. To see the exhibits.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, I don't know. If you were like, you know, at some point, like your partner was like, oh, what's up, bore?
What's up, boredom?
What's up,
What's
boredom?
up, the concept of boredom?
No, listen.
Walking
Now I use it because I love you.
Okay, and I picked this one because one time a friend of mine, who's still a friend of mine, but I tell him about this because it stuck with me. He said I dressed like a Wednesday, which now Wednesday Addams is a thing, and I do think that's kind of cool. But he meant like boring, like a boring day of the week.
Like we all call it hump day because it's like it's when the slog is the
hard
most
to get through. And I'm wearing clothes like I'm just kind of getting through. Valid. Also, though, I was doing that, and I am still doing that. I don't really like all through my life. People have told me I do not have a sense of style, and I think the most sense of style I've had is on this show, which is beanie shirt.
And also part of that is because
earrings.
Oh fuck, we're on camera. We had to look.
Yeah, we gotta do something.
I guess I'll put a flannel on.
Yeah, like I might put a jacket on, maybe.
Sure, fuck it. Who cares? We're young.
But it's also money.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, no, fair. Yeah.
Autistic. I don't want to think about it too much. It feels like it's like food to me. It's like I don't want to think about it a lot.
Yeah, I don't know. Like
there's too much thinking about clothes and food. I want to do other stuff.
And also, I'm not gonna lie, too much thinking for a nickname. Also, weirdly, where it's like
y'all are really that's what you talk about.
I'm not gonna lie. Also, like I think museum, you could make a cool nickname because I do think museums are cool. Muse. Yeah. See, I think that's a cool. Yeah, you're my muse. Yeah,
I'm your muse.
I think making it museum though because you fucking hate your boyfriend
is wild.
It's a little wild. Yeah. Also, it's bulky.
It is bulky.
Museums,
it doesn't roll off the fucking tongue.
Sup muse versus sup museum.
Yeah.
Ugh, gross.
I'm gonna go see museum today. Like, who do you fucking think you are?
Yeah.
Sorry, it just makes me mad.
You're not a...
I'm gonna go see museum today.
I'm gonna go see museum
today. Like, you think you're like Sex in the City? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go see Mr.
God.
Big. I'm gonna go see a museum. Oh, is this museum guy? Fuck off.
Which, by the way, you'd say museum guy if you met them at a museum. It wouldn't be like if you were a Sex and the City type. It would be museum guy or park guy or fucking 53rd floor guy.
And I mean, I do think it offends us more because it's like a joke that's not funny.
Yeah.
Just mean.
You're just being a dick.
You're just being a dick. And I think as we like to think of ourselves as comedians, as pretentious as we are.
Blech. Make me puke.
Ew. It makes me feel it's like not funny also.
No, yeah. So I don't know. Just stop being.
Which is upsetting.
Leave the jokes to the clowns, please. Thank you.
It's like, I mean, whatever. I don't know. I think you're allowed to talk. That's so like,
yeah.
You're allowed to talk about the people that you date
outside
with your fucking friends.
For sure,
right?
yeah. You can complain
Nobody's fucking telling you that you fucking can't do that. But I do think to continuously make it a joke is weird.
Yeah.
Is strange. Before I get it's totally okay to talk any which way you want about the people that you're supposed to love and maybe want to get married to and live the rest of your life with.
I don't know. I think it's crazy.
It's totally okay to disrespect them behind their back and do that.
I'm now just thinking about Fat Neil from Community. You know, it's kind of that.
It is. And that's a really good point. Like that episode it shows the like.
Oh, you called someone something once and then they're just that forever. And then
they find out about it.
And then, it sucks. Yeah.
God. That is a really good fucking point. It's a really good Community episode too.
Yeah.
But what else? It's something. Another Michael story was when he was a kid. He came home and he was like, "Mom, I made friends. Those boys called me Shrimpy."
Oh yeah.
That's my nickname is Shrimpy because Michael was quite a short kid, and my mom was like, "Michael, they're making fun of you. They're calling you small," because my mom is fucking savage. She's fucking insane.
I'm sorry, Michael. Are you part of the mafia? No, I don't think so. They're making fun of you.
Yeah, no, they're making fun of you, Michael. And it was like, oh. And he's like, yeah, they're not your friends. Because I think she thought she was trying to
protect him or something. But
she's quite blunt. So
yeah,
like me.
So
it's like, it's not the best.
No, I feel you.
Yeah.
No, yeah, you're not the jerk.
It's bullying.
You're being bullied. Yeah, a lot of bullying ones. You are right about that. Yeah.
I do think it's interesting though, because it is like I don't think people think that it's bullying. Like my friend, when he said I dress like a Wednesday, definitely did not think that's bullying, and I do see it more often online.
Yeah, where
I don't think people really think they're being mean. I think that they think they're being funny.
But no, being mean is also mean. Yeah,
you can be funny and mean. That doesn't excuse you being mean.
No, I feel that.
Especially to people that you care about.
It's a fine line. Yeah, I would say, as a comedian, I guess, to walk. But yeah,
even if you are being funny and mean, you're also implying that you don't give a shit about the target of your ire.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's something that people should be conscious about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
solved it.
PettyRevenge.
r/PettyRevenge.
Oh, hell yeah.
Told boss I didn't have enough time to do everything. She just laughed. I worked at a newspaper company from the time I was 19 to about 21. Started out as a receptionist and later got placed into a data entry position for the billing of advertisement slots.
Mm-hmm.
I was a fast and reliable typist, so it made sense. Not a glamorous job, but I enjoyed it. I was pretty much the only data entry person for a significant time period. My coworkers at the main office would enter their own sales into the system, but I'd enter those from other offices. During this period, the owners of the company were buying up more small-town newspapers. I believe at the time we were up to about 16. There were over 20 when I left, and they were still buying more.
Jesus.
Well, one of the things I did before I moved into data entry was do legal documents. This mostly consisted of changing dates, newspaper name, and supervisors' names. Then I would paste on a cutout of the notice that they require a legal document for and place them on my boss's desk for her to get signed and notarized. I stopped doing legal documents after I trained the new receptionist, who was frankly not that great at her job. I don't remember why exactly, but my boss asked me if I could do a few legal documents one week. At this point in time, we had just bought 4 new newspapers, and I was way too busy trying to keep up with deadlines to do those legal documents. So I told her I didn't have the time to do them, and she just laughed at me and told me I'd figure it out. Keep in mind that I'm 20, the youngest person in the office by at least a decade, overworked from being the sole person in charge of multiple newspaper advertisements.
I'm so pissed.
And a frequent scapegoat for any mistakes made in the data. Which, like, 9 times out of 10, the mistakes were made by my boss.
Oh my God.
You can literally see this by checking who last opened and submitted an ad. They just never bothered verifying beforehand who made the mistake. I pointed this out countless times, and they just sheepishly walk away.
Holy shit. Wow.
Which all led me to decide to be a bit petty. So I went to my office and entered the data. Every newspaper had a different deadline which I'd have to meet so they could compare the preprints to the data for the following week. But those legals weren't due until Friday. So for 3 days, I struggled to keep up with the sheer bulk of all the data I had to enter and barely even glanced at those legal documents. Friday was a slower day in the afternoon, but the notary typically left around noon. By the time I got the legals done, she was gone.
Oh my God.
My boss, who had...
Notary. No.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. It just dawned on me. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. Did I say notary wrong? Or?
No.
Okay.
No, it's just notaries are like... I've had to get stuff notarized before. It's a fucking hassle. Holy shit.
Friday was a slower day in the afternoon, but the notary typically left around noon. By the time I got the legals done, she was gone. My boss, who had forgotten about the legals, blew up demanding why I didn't do them earlier and that they had to go out today. I, who still had a giant stack of data I had to enter by Monday at noon, simply looked at her in the eye and said, "I told you I didn't have the time to do them." Apparently, I glared so hard that she immediately backed down, which honestly, I was and still am super proud
Should
about.
not have to do that.
She ended up having to drive to the notary's house and get her to sign them and drive back to the office and fax them. The notary did not live in town. Smiling emoticon.
That's so baller.
That's awesome.
That's fucking awesome.
Dude, straight up, man. I hate when bosses put too much shit on you and then they shock Pikachu face when
it doesn't get done.
Yeah, it doesn't get done or it gets done later. Or you know what's crazy about this story? I didn't get this catch this the first time. Boss forgot about the legal documents also.
And then a classic boss shit of like, oh fuck, this needs to be done today. Why isn't this done today?
Yeah, why didn't didn't you tell me to keep you on track?
Which is, I've seen that though. I've seen that in like work subreddits where my boss is upset at me at doing this, and then people will straight up be like, well, yeah, and corporate etiquette is that you need to follow up on your projects.
Dude.
Shut the hell up.
Fuck off.
We all know how to work, man. Shut the fuck up.
I think within the first 3 months of working at Universal, there was a time where they accidentally scheduled me to go in at a night shift and then next day do a morning shift.
Yes.
I don't remember what it was, but I think I clocked out at 12 the night before and then I had to be in at 7:30. Universal had a policy that if you didn't get 8 hours of a break between your shifts, you would get overtime for the shift afterwards.
But then they didn't want to pay you for your overtime, so they were mad at you.
Well, yeah, I did get paid my overtime, thank God, because they had to.
But they were upset about it.
Yeah, the main manager at the time, while we were in an elevator, was like, "Hey, listen,
don't let that happen again.
How about you tell us? Yeah, tell us, and it's your fucking job."
He wasn't Josh. This was not a position where you make your own schedule. You were given a schedule.
But at the time, I was thinking in my head, this isn't my fucking problem.
Also, you're 19. You're expected to follow up with a manager that, by the way, they would fire people on the fucking spot.
Yeah,
for stupid shit. Like you had someone that forgot to offer water or something to a guy and they got fired.
I don't remember people who got fired, if I'm being honest with you.
I do remember you would say oh, this guy got fired, and it was why? And it was for some shit that it was a one-time mistake, and it was ridiculous.
The one main firing I remember, which I get why they got fired, is someone was taking tips, and you were not supposed to take tips at the job that we were working.
Yeah.
But I don't remember the water.
I do think that's bullshit. I don't know. Sorry, man, I might have hallucinated the water thing. But I do remember other shit like that where it's you don't smile or something, and you get fucking...
Well, that's Disney, yeah.
Yeah, you get fucking yelled at. Or you don't say "my pleasure."
Yeah, they were gonna start by the end of my time there. They printed it out onto all of the cash registers. No, I don't know, man. And this is the thing where I think there are good managers out there. 100%. I think there are. I had a good manager. They quit at some point.
I think
that's why I quit.
If you're a good manager, your stories are not being told about you.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I agree with that.
It is a thankless position. It's like editing, where it's like nobody will notice if you're really good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, and I don't know, I appreciate those managers who actually do their fucking job.
Because there's a lot of them that suck ass.
That don't do their job, but then have the audacity to get mad at people that they mismanaged, you know?
And go on power trips because they know that people quit managers. They don't quit jobs.
Yeah.
But it's also like, then you got to deal with a person quitting. That's a job I would quit on the spot.
Yeah, honestly, same. Yeah. Because, yeah, fucking hire people. But then, you know, because people don't, it cuts into the profit. Oh, right. Those 0.1% less in profit.
Yeah. I'll pay this 20-year-old
$7.25 an hour,
150%, whatever a similar data entry job is, so he can't quit. But I'm not going to hire another person for 100%. So I'm getting one overworked person I can yell at that does 2 persons worth of work for 50% less.
That it would cost, yeah.
They just hire another person.
And that's also including if they're full-time, like health insurance or, you know, taxes for sure.
I don't want to give benefits. I don't want to pay taxes.
Yeah.
Because I'm a fucking sleazeball that doesn't deserve to own it or run or do any sort of business decision.
I'm gonna give this poor data entry. She's gonna have to do all this work. I'm just gonna
yell at her every day.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, who cares?
Yell at them every fucking day. Especially if they're young. It should happen to my mom when she was an accountant. She was an accountant for like 12 nursing homes. She had to do that shit. And they kept buying up nursing homes and not hiring another accountant. And she was like 40, 50. And they were abusing I think of it as workplace, like managerial abuse.
Yeah.
Where, you know, she kept being like, hire another accountant. I can't possibly do this. And then her bosses were just gaslighting. They were straight up like, what do you do? You're late every month. So why would I do that? You don't even have a degree in accounting.
And I'm giving you
this opportunity.
And you're spitting on it.
Ungrateful. Like one boss literally did the like Mad Men. The like, you know, your thank you is the money.
Yeah. Ugh, Christ. So they learned the right lesson from that show is what I'm hearing.
Of course, you know what? Unironically, I'm going to be Don Draper, the villain of the show. That's fucking hilarious. Fuck off. And it was like she continuously, because she had this like meritocracy thing, it genuinely affected her well-being.
Yeah, because if she thinks like, oh, everyone's
I'm a bad worker,
I deserve this.
Yeah.
But no, it's you have a shitty manager who's
and I
fucking manipulating you.
And I do only know this because it trickled down parentification to me.
That's true.
Yeah. Like I would have to manage her emotions about it many, many times. And then at one point, I think what I did was say, like, write down a list of everything that you do for your job. And she wrote it down. And it was like 3 pages long.
Jesus Christ.
And then she showed her boss, and her boss was like, that's actually crazy.
Motherfucker, you did this to me. Wild. You weren't keeping track of what I was doing?
And I think all that happened was he just stopped yelling at her. He didn't hire another person.
Damn shit, that's crazy anyway.
And then she had trouble finding another. At that point, her cost of living had gone up so much because she was well paid for this position for somebody that didn't have a degree.
Yeah.
That she couldn't find another job because they weren't paying as much.
Yeah.
So it was either go back to school and get a certification, which I think she did do. But I mean, like, it was just like they put her through fucking hell. And if they just gave her a regular human workload and hired another fucking accountant, that wouldn't have happened.
But no, that costs money.
I fucking hate it when companies do.
Yeah. Solved it though, man.
Solved it. I don't think I've ever worked for anyone. No, I don't think I've ever worked for anyone. Period. No, I don't think I've ever worked for anyone where I haven't had a complaint about how it's run.
That's fair. Yeah, no, I get that.
Am I the jerk for telling my husband he can't have a quote-unquote man cave in our only spare room?
Ooh, okay.
We just bought our first house. It has 3 bedrooms, ours a spare, and another spare.
Okay.
My husband immediately claimed one spare room as his quote-unquote man cave. Gaming setup, TV, his collectibles, etc. I said, what about me? He said I have the whole rest of the house to decorate.
Divorce.
Yeah.
I don't know what else. What's next story? I'm sorry.
It's not like, oh, you get the other spare room.
Yeah, that's the.
He also
obvious...
wants the spare room, the other spare room as well.
In fact, quite honestly, I'm gonna demolish the wall to the spare room. It's gonna be 2 bedrooms.
My house.
You can decorate things like the kitchen.
Oh my god, it's so good.
A couple others.
The dining room.
The dining room. The cabinets in the kitchen. Dinner.
You can decorate my dinner for me every day.
Every night, yeah.
Also, decorate is crazy.
Decorate's crazy, yeah.
I said I want an office/hobby room for myself. He said we can share the other spare room. I wasn't joking about sharing the other spare room. I read this. I know what I'm saying. But his quote-unquote man cave is off limits to me completely.
What?
He literally said, "This is my space. Mine."
Then he
didn't say mine. I'm sorry. I don't want to mischaracterize the worst husband on the planet. I'm just
sorry. I'm sun-locked right now.
He said this is my space.
This is my space.
My space.
You know my big boy space. A big space for a big boy.
A big space for a big boy. But expects me to share the remaining spare room with a home office and guest bed. Guest bed. I'm gonna fucking kill. All right, okay. I'm gonna myself. Sorry, not anyone else. Just me. I don't want to live on this planet anymore. I said if he gets his own private room, I get my own private room too. He said that's not fair.
How?
I don't know.
This is rage bait for me, a person who knows how to do math.
He said that's not fair because I quote unquote I'm gonna blow my top. Get to decorate the living areas.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, dude.
I said,
bro,
we can't even get through this one. That's crazy. I said decorating shared spaces isn't the same as having a private room. He says all his friends have man caves and their wives don't complain. I said their wives probably have their own spaces too. He's being stubborn and has already set up his entire man cave. I suggested we make both spare rooms dual purpose. His gaming in one, my hobby stuff in the other, and we put a guest bed in each.
Yeah, that's fair.
He said absolutely not. His man cave needs to be purely his.
Bro, you know you're doing something wrong with... This is going to sound bad. You know you're doing something wrong when my parents have a better situation than this, where they both have their own office, actually, and they respect that.
Yeah, well, because I think they like being around each other.
That is true. I do have to give them credit.
I do think they like each other.
They might have not liked each other for a little bit, but then they liked each other again. And I got to give them credit.
God bless them. I said that I'm converting the second spare room to purely mine and guests can stay at hotels. Now he's saying I'm being unreasonable and we need a guest room. So why do I have to share when he doesn't? Too long didn't read. Husband wants full man cave room to himself. Expects me to share other spare room for office/guests. I want my own room too. He says it's not fair.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you're not the jerk. Divorce is probably the way to go.
He can have his own room. The fucking doghouse outside.
Right? Am I right, ladies?
That's what I'm fucking. That's what I'm fucking saying, ladies. I'm trying to get the zingers in there.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Yeah, no, you deserve your own space if he gets one. I don't know how else to fucking talk about it. Like I know equality isn't equity, you know, it's not necessarily the same, but like you should start at least somewhere. And I think having your own room if he gets his own room is so fair. And also, quite honestly, you saying split up both the rooms makes so much sense.
Yeah.
I'm
married, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I don't know. I'm okay even with having spaces where I'm not around in it. I get you. Yeah. Like if you want your own little personal space, I think to never go in there is a little wild. But it's fine for like the majority of it. But I do think if I don't also have equal space, it's gonna drive me up the damn wall.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like telling your own wife, hey, I'm gonna make a man cave and I'm gonna put a sign on it and I'm adding this now.
No women allowed.
No girls allowed. Like, what are you, 15? Like, what the fuck's wrong with you, dude?
And I do imagine, I'm allowed to imagine then what goes on in the man cave, which is a series of significantly unattractive behaviors, which is got a beer, sit down on a couch, and say, God, I hate my fucking wife.
Yeah,
I hate my wife so bad.
Man, don't you just want to? Don't you just love that idea? That idea of a man.
Don't you just want to get married and spend the rest of your fucking life with a piece of shit like that? Fuck you.
Fuck you.
I keep saying that this episode, but it is
I mean, that's why I picked these.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Some people need to be told that sometimes.
How are you married?
How are you married?
There are lots of other men. I'm speaking directly to OP now. There's lots of other men that would love to be around you.
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
And respect you. They definitely exist. It might be hard to find them, but you do not have to spend the rest of your life with this guy that hates you so much that he won't allow you to do things, which is a very horrible red flag.
He will allow her to, as a decorate.
He'll allow her to decorate.
All right, I'm letting you decorate.
I'm letting you decorate. Why are you complaining?
Yeah, I gave you one right.
You get an hour outside of your cage. Stop complaining.
Fuck you, man.
You get to do my laundry outside of your cage. So that's nice.
Hey, that's freedom.
Right?
That is freedom, technically, from the cage. Not the house, though.
Sorry.
I'm stun locked. Yeah.
I'm stun locked.
Yeah, obviously you're not the jerk. Get divorced. That's not even a bit.
It is a red flag for this kind of weird, selfish, controlling behavior is also a red flag.
Yeah, I mean, obviously misogynistic. And it's like,
yes.
I don't... It's such a slam dunk.
And I love a man cave. I would love to have a man cave where I could be in it.
Yeah, if you were allowed in the man cave,
that'd be awesome.
That's just a fucking you have like a what is it, like a private movie theater? You know what I mean? Where it's like you not a private, obviously, but like a room that's just we're watching movies or something.
It's so sad too because it's like misogyny to the point of like he's not even listening to what she's saying. Like he's hearing, I want to be able to decorate your man cave, and she's just saying, can you see me as a human being?
Yeah, and respect me as an equal.
Space. And he's saying, oh, you want to put frills in my man cave. Like, he's so gendered.
You're going to put gay shit in my man cave.
I don't want pink in my... Like, honey, can I have my own hobby room? I don't want pink shit in my man cave.
What?
That is not...
I didn't say that.
Nobody said that.
Yeah.
You can decorate anywhere else. Stop putting your stupid shit in my man cave. I don't even do that. I just want the other room to be mine. No. No. Cuz.
I don't know, man.
I'm the man.
Yeah. And I don't want to make this about myself, but I think I'm okay, comfortable saying this. I don't know. Because I'm going to the gay well a lot more often.
Yeah.
And I think it's because I'm, understanding my sexuality as, I'm going to say bi. I've been thinking of myself as queer for the most part for the past couple months.
Yeah.
I'm taking the dive and saying bi at this point, right?
Yeah. Which everybody clap.
Which everyone clap.
Josh
You're
is
welcome.
out.
Yeah. And the weight off my back saying that right now. No, I do think, I don't know. I think I go to the well of joking about guys who think that way.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I think there was a time I probably definitely thought that way, in some sort of weird homophobia,
I mean, yeah, it makes sense because it's like you want to present. You're masking,
Yeah. And you're masking is in hyper masculinity, there's the implication of you're so straight that you're not.
No one can possibly think of me as gay.
Yeah.
No one will ever
Even
know.
inside my own house where only 2 people live in.
Yeah. And where nobody cares. And it's I'm so hyper masculine that nobody will know my dark secret that I secretly like gay stuff, and nobody's really even judging me for that.
But I'm putting it on myself no reason.
I'm internally hating that part of myself.
Yeah, the idea that I might even remotely have something that's not masculine in my body.
Which I think every queer person that was afraid of coming out at one point can understand.
Yeah.
Because I definitely understand that for sure, too. Where it's I consistently through high school was like, no, I'm not gay. I'm not gay. I'm not gay.
And then,
then only when I felt safe did I come out and think, yeah.
No, that's fair.
Yeah. So It is, yeah. I don't think I think it can be done at a toxic level, saying that every homophobic straight man is
no, and I'm not trying to say
gay.
that. No,
and
but
I do want to point out, I think it's more nuanced.
No, I agree
doing.
with that, but I do. And I'm not saying this guy is secretly bi or something, but it's the performativeness of it that I find funny, to the point where you're a bigot. You know, like it's like, and I think that's silly because you're being a bigot for literally no reason, like most bigots, honestly.
Well, yeah,
all bigots,
other than just a pure.
Like hatred, you know,
just hatred.
I don't know, man. I'm thinking about like, you know, like Kristi Noem's husband, right? Where it's like you have these conservatives that, you know, secretly they do a lot of shit like that, and it's not the because I saw a TikTok about this, and it was like because they get off the humiliation because they think it's bad to be womanly or bad to be feminine, so they get off at the idea of being humiliated. But then they go out of their way, like in public spaces, to either act masculine or, like, you know,
it's
because they
Ben Shapiro wearing a cowboy hat and holding a plank from Home Depot, or whatever,
and like owning the libs that way, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's like, you know, I think it sucks that people are so adamant of not like accepting a part of them that they would rather use it in some sort of like go against others for maybe having it, and like instead of connecting with people, othering people, you know. And
I mean, you know, and this is the thing, and I think people that don't understand where I'm coming from view me as bringing it up as through an only gendered lens, but I do see it also as a queer person, where I just see two people that can't communicate now. Because one person is so steeped in some sort of weird gendered nonsense
that it's breaking the fabric of the relationship. Yeah,
and it doesn't matter the if the relationship is queer or heterosexual or what gender they are. They're just like I think it's a problem regardless. I think if you took the gender out of it, it would still be a problem. That I want the space just to myself, and you can't have your own space, and every other space needs to be, but you can do all the work for me of decorating the rest of the space.
And that'll be your hobby, yeah.
Because I just assume that that's something that you would like.
Yeah, without asking, no.
Obviously, that's a very belligerent, selfish action.
Yeah.
And OP does say in the comments that this is like a newish behavior.
Oh, I wonder if that's because moving in... Like it's.
I wonder. Well, and also that he said that his other friends have one.
So he wants.
I wonder if it's like a influenced thing.
I mean, yeah, but still, I feel like all your friends having a man cave, like at that point, I don't think that causes you to be like, no, that other room's off limits too.
I wonder. Well, I mean, I do think because you know, there's the ripple effect of behavior. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it's like if you hang out with a bunch of guys and you want to fit in. And they all have their own. Yeah, my man cave does this. My man cave has this. My man cave has this. All of a sudden, you want a man cave. I need it. I'm gonna fight with my wife about it.
Yeah,
because I need to fit in with these guys. Which I think, weirdly enough, the movie Friendship actually talks a lot about in a funny, weird, surrealistic comedy way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
Anyway, everybody clap for Josh.
Yeah, solved it.
He's bi. This is a queer podcast now.
Yeah, officially, completely.
Yep. We can do that. We could put that as a new tag.
We gotta trick the straights somehow.
Ah, man, I don't want them in my fucking.
You want money? Do you want fucking money or not, Sarah?
Queer people have money.
Yeah, and so do straights.
Queer people are scientists.
Yeah, I know. I'm well aware.
Science.
And other things.
And other stuff.
But also straight people have money, and I take all money. All right.
I know.
Money,
you love
money.
You love money.
Asexual money, gay money, all the monies. Fuck. Am I the asshole for arguing with my 6-year-old about whose poop was bigger?
Awesome.
You know, I've made fun of other podcasts for doing exclusively shit related.
This one's good, though.
I will say this one's good. And also, I'm me and those podcasts are those podcasts. We're different.
Well, yeah, we're allowed to do an us versus them if we're us and they're them.
Yeah. And if you're against that, you're against two queer people. So,
you're against us.
You fucking bigot.
So homophobic, honestly.
This is so dumb, I'm embarrassed even typing it, but now my wife says I'm an asshole, so here we are. Yesterday morning, me and my daughter both used different bathrooms around the same time. I come out, everything's normal. I'm making coffee, trying to wake up, and my daughter comes running out of the bathroom like she just won a medal and goes, "Dad, mine was huge." I laughed because what else are you supposed to say to that?
Yeah.
I said, "Wow, congrats, I guess." Then I made the mistake of saying mine was probably bigger. I'm not even saying it in some serious way, just joking around, but she got instantly offended, like full body offended. She goes, "No, it wasn't." So now somehow I'm standing in my own kitchen at like 8 in the morning, arguing with a 6-year-old about poop measurements. I told her, very reasonably in my opinion, that I am a grown man and she is a small child, so I feel like odds are in my favor here. She said, that doesn't matter because hers was very, very long and mine was probably just fat, which honestly is crazy disrespectful.
She mocked you, not
She's
gonna lie.
mogging you right
She's
now, I'm
kinda
sorry. Then she wanted me to go look at hers. I said, absolutely not. I'm not doing a visual inspection. I still have some standards.
Now you're the asshole. Now you're the asshole. Go look at her poop. Go look at her poop. Get the results. Don't say like mine's probably bigger.
Yeah.
Okay. Check it out then.
Become a scientist. Start making measurements. Yeah.
Bring out the ruler, bitch.
Hashtag women in STEM.
Shit. It's could have been a teaching moment.
Yeah, it's gonna be a teaching moment. Your daughter could have become a cool scientist. No.
Yeah, no.
I said absolutely not. I'm not doing a visual inspection. I still have some standards left in life. Then she said, if I don't look, then I can't say mine was bigger.
Truth?
Which annoyed me because that's actually a pretty strong argument.
It is.
So I told her, okay, but then you can't say yours was bigger either because you haven't seen mine.
Schrodinger's poop. Schrodinger's poop.
My wife is in the kitchen during all of this, trying to drink coffee, and instead of helping me, she starts laughing, which obviously made my daughter double down.
Need to help you about this. You're getting this is too serious now.
That's why I picked it.
Wow.
Now my daughter is going, Mom, tell him mine was bigger. And my wife, who I thought was supposed to be on my side as another adult in the house, goes, honestly, she seems pretty confident. So now I'm getting teamed up.
Your wife is the poop ref?
Yeah, poop ref. So now I'm getting teamed up in my own house over a poop debate I never asked to be a part of.
You asked to be a part of this poop debate.
Despite the fact that I was the first one that said mine was probably bigger.
You asked to be a part of the poop debate when you impregnated your wife.
That's true, yeah. I said, this family has lost all respect for me. Then somehow my daughter starts crying because she says I'm trying to take this away from her, which is one of the wildest sentences I've ever heard in my life.
Oh,
like, take
from
one
a child?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Like,
okay,
take
sorry.
one away from you. The title? My wife says I should have just let her have it because she's 6 and clearly was proud of herself for whatever monster she dropped in there. I said I didn't realize I was expected to throw a competition I didn't even agree to enter, even though I started the competition. Later at bedtime, my daughter was still annoyed and said, "You always think your poop is the biggest," which felt less like a normal sentence and more like some kind of personal attack. My wife said I turned into a weird power struggle and should have just said, wow, good job, and moved on.
Yeah.
Maybe that's true, but also once someone comes at you that confidently in your own home, it's hard to just fold, even though both of you live there, so it's both your homes. Am I the asshole for not conceding the poop championship?
Yeah.
Update, because this had needed an update.
Oh, God. Oh,
I'm yelling. I'm
God.
sorry.
I hope that this is just a joke taken too far. And he's genuinely just like, this is a silly
my poop's
joke.
fucking bigger, man. My poop's, I'm a
And
man.
he's genuinely not. It's hard for me to tell because I'm autistic, but I don't know how to respond to this. Let's up the update.
Update. I thought long and hard about it. All right. After reading the comments and being humbled by a shocking number of people taking this very seriously, I accept that I probably did not need to be arguing with a 6-year-old about poop before I even finished my first cup of coffee. So earlier today, I told my daughter that after a lot of thought, I was willing to admit she won that day. She just looked at me and said, I know. And then asked for applesauce like she hadn't just completely defeated me as a man. So now not only have I lost, but I've lost to someone who isn't even being gracious about it. You know, a 6-year-old. I'm sorry.
A lot of expectations, yeah.
Yeah. My wife has been enjoying this way too much. She started laughing the second I said I was officially conceding and told me this is what happens when I turn everything into a competition.
Yeah.
Which honestly I deserved.
Yeah.
My daughter has already brought it up again tonight and said, remember when mine was bigger? So clearly this is not a title she plans to hold quietly.
Yeah.
Anyway, a lot of you were right. I should have just said, wow, good job, and moved on with my life. Instead, I dragged us into a completely unnecessary family poop rivalry and got humbled hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, why'd you make it a competition, man? You're the one that said yours was probably bigger.
So, okay. It's a funny joke.
It is funny.
I think if you were like, mine's probably bigger, just to like rage bait your 6-year-old, I think that comes with parenting.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I think that's what probably
should have ended there.
Most interactions with a 6-year-old is rage baiting them until they cry and then being like, what's wrong?
What happened
That's
here?
what I would do as a parent for sure. I don't think I could resist the concept of fucking or just just fucking up my 6-year-old's life.
For funsies,
For funsies. That's why I'm not a parent, why I shouldn't be one.
I like having that power, you know?
I mean,
just like
I would enjoy it too much, I think.
Yeah, it should have ended there, you know? And then the 6-year-old would have been like, no, you're not. And then you should have been like, yeah, you're probably right. I'm going to drink my coffee and go on. Instead, though, you are making this like some weird ego trip where it's like, she's ruining my life as a man.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, those
Even
little
as a
things
joke,
were...
it's weird.
And I think that's why I picked it instead, because I'm not 7 and think poop funny automatically. I think it's weird that this guy is making it about himself and his own relationship to his worth.
It feels like so serious. It's obviously a joke, but then I'm like, even as a serious joke, it's like, all right.
Yeah, like where's the joke coming from? Yeah,
you're not good at this.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, and then by the time your 6-year-old's crying, it feels a little bit like Bean Dad.
Oh yeah,
you know?
And you slowly start looking more into that guy.
You think it's cute, right? So Bean Dad.
For the youngins in the audience,
people that aren't on X, the Everything app, or Twitter, sane people. Years ago, there was a guy who made a very, very long thread on Twitter before it was X. Maybe it was after X. I don't remember.
Whatever. It's Twitter.
It was Twitter, and he said that him and his child, they only had his kid really wanted to eat a can of beans, or they only had beans to eat, and the kid didn't know how to operate a can opener. So instead of showing the kid how to use a fucking can opener, he just gave her the tool, and then watched her struggle for hours, and then documented it on Twitter as like a funny series of events.
Haha, look at this fucking idiot, guys.
But it's Twitter, and also everybody responded with like, she's starving. Open the fucking can of beans, dude. And he was like, but then she'll learn nothing. And it was just so intense that people were like, fuck this guy. And it was kind of like a Barbra Streisand effect, where then they started looking into his other shit.
Yeah, and then he
got canceled.
Wait a minute, yeah.
I didn't think it was weird, the initial...
I still think it was weird. Yeah,
I think
the initial
was weird.
Bean Dad, yeah.
Yeah, the initial Bean Dad thing. So that was what happened. And I'm applying it to this by being like, it started out all right.
Yeah, but then
after
something happened.
A while, come clean and make sure that your kid, you got to do the reassuring
You got to know
part.
when to stop. Yeah, you got to know when to fold them, you know?
Which is what applies to, and a lot of what he's saying is very obviously like, yeah, it's a 6-year-old, bud. Yeah, it's a 6-year-old, bud.
The 6-year-old, yeah.
Like, you know that.
This isn't another adult in the house.
Obviously.
Even then, if it was another adult in the house,
I'm the man of the house.
Yeah, I'm the man of the house.
I'm the man of the house, blah, blah, blah. Especially if you have a daughter. It's like...
Yeah, what message are you sending to her?
That she has to look up to the man of the house?
A lady shit will never be as good as a man's shit.
Well, and then later when her boyfriend or husband doesn't let her leave the fucking house...
To decorate the kitchen.
To go see you.
Yeah.
Then you can look back at your behavior and maybe reflect, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah.
What you taught her to look up to in a man?
Yeah, apparently.
I don't know. That's my 2 cents. But whatever. That's a very serious interpretation of what's going on.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, even if I took this in a completely light, funny way, you're still kind of a dick because it's not even funny.
Yeah. Not really.
It's not
you just kept going with a joke that wasn't even good to begin with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Solved it.
Solved it.
2 more, man. We got this.
Am I the asshole for leaving my girlfriend in the restroom because she was taking a long bathroom break during a movie I was really excited for?
Okay.
Whenever my girlfriend and I see a movie together, she likes to take bathroom breaks at the same time. Not an issue. The problem is that she takes a really long time using the bathroom and then wants me to wait outside the ladies' room while she finishes so we can return to the theater together. This does bother me because it makes me miss a lot of the movie. This is something we've talked about before. I've gently asked her to maybe go a little faster in the bathroom if she wants to go together. She says she will try, but she still always takes a while. I would understand if she had some kind of physical or medical issue that causes long bathroom breaks, but she's busy doing things like fixing her hair and makeup, putting on lotion, checking for food in her teeth, spraying perfume, stuff like that. Anyway, last night we went to see Project Hail Mary. I've been a fan of the book for a while, so I was really excited to see the movie. On the way there, I'm telling her how excited I am for the movie, and I ask her to please be as quick as possible in the bathroom if she wants to go together, maybe just pee and limit the primping. She agrees and says she'll be fast. About an hour in, she says she's ready for a bathroom break. I don't want to miss the movie, but I do have to pee, so I'm like, okay, let's go. So we go, I finish up quickly and wait for her outside the ladies' room, but she is taking a long time for a quick potty break. I yell in and ask if she's okay. She says yes. So I'm telling her I'm going back to the theater and I leave without her. She comes back and sits next to me and I can tell she's not happy. After the movie, she's really annoyed with me and tells me what I did was rude. I don't think it was. I asked her to be quick before the movie. Am I the asshole? Edit, we are both in our mid-20s.
So too old for this?
So too old for this, yeah.
Okay, because I don't really care if someone takes a long time in the bathroom, especially if that makes them feel good about themselves. Like if they're,
that's a good point.
You know, like they're doing their thing.
I don't understand why they have to go at the same time.
That is true.
That's my thing. And that's what everybody else in the comments said. They're like, why would you go at the same time? Like, why does she need you to wait for her? Why can't she just go by herself like an adult?
Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah.
And that's what people are saying. And I mean, the adult part is a little harsh, I think. It's like, I get, like, you're in love with someone, you want to be with them all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, I get that.
But I do think I would feel bad if I forced you to not watch a movie that you were really into.
I would say no one's shitty here, because I mean, I don't blame her for going to the bathroom. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame her for going to the bathroom.
Yeah, and
I just think, like, why can't you go by yourself?
I don't know. There might be a reason, honestly. I don't know, but I guess I would need to talk with them about that, you know?
He said there's no medical reason.
What about psychological, though, is what I'm thinking.
Like an anxiety thing, maybe? Yeah. That's a good point. Maybe.
I'm really trying to understand everyone here, I think.
No, I think that's good, you know?
Yeah, no, it's 3 o'clock. But no, fucking, yeah, okay. Because here's the perfect world, right?
Right.
Either A, you get there early. You just get there a little bit earlier. Who cares?
I don't know about you, though. When I go to a movie and I'm sitting, I always have to pee in the middle of the movie. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be like 30 minutes long. I'll have to pee in the middle of the movie.
15 minutes in, yeah.
For some reason.
No, that's fair. Yeah, so yeah, why can't she go by herself? I mean, okay, there might be an anxiety thing, right?
Yeah.
In a perfect world, she should feel, and this is going to be a big word for this, I don't think this is necessarily true, but safe going to the bathroom by herself.
That is true. It could be a safety thing, yeah.
It could be a safety thing. I mean, I don't know, man. Like, we go to fucking Universal City Walks movie theater, and it's the emptiest fucking backrooms place. I get afraid when I'm walking around there sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those weird, like, it's still from the 90s or whatever. I think she should be able to go by herself to the bathroom. I think that's fair. I think she needs to be walked there. I think you can walk away afterwards. I
agree. Nobody's shitty here, because don't go to the theater. This is a theater problem.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah.
Stay at home.
Stay at home and just wait for movies to come out. Just
fuck the theater. You know what I mean?
Why
are we so dedicated to movie theaters?
Guys that you need to, I got the A-list pass or whatever. Yeah, no,
I
gotta use it.
I really don't need the theater, dude.
I only need
personally.
I feel like it's for special ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it feels like a lot of movies aren't that special coming out. The only special movie that came out was Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie.
Yeah, and it's like, it's nice to go out.
Yeah.
But like,
Are there other dates you guys can go on that isn't just the movie theater?
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, it's like unless they like, I don't know. I do think it's I think. Okay.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to get out of the concept of when we go to the theater, I literally could not care less if you go to the bathroom by yourself or I go to the bathroom by myself. I do not need you to be there.
No, and I don't need you there either.
And if I go to the bathroom and I spend a lot of time in the bathroom, I don't want you to feel bad about standing there. I'm not taking
out my phone in the movie being like, where the fuck are you?
Yeah, like I wouldn't want you to do that and be worried about me. And I also don't want to be rushed being in the bathroom.
Yeah.
So why can't I just come back when I'm ready?
Yeah.
And then you tell me what's going on in the theater.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I also get the safety thing. But then I'm also like, well, maybe I shouldn't be in the damn theater. But then it's also like...
It's not your fault that you don't feel safe.
Like an accommodations thing. But then that's a communication though, right?
Yeah.
Like, say that.
This needs to be a conversation. And I do feel like weirdly...
I think he tried to talk about it, though, on the way there. Like, please don't. I mean, I think in the way he wrote about it, it feels like a demand of, like,
it was
be
like,
quick.
Yeah, can you be quick this time?
Quick.
Hey, come on.
But I do think they're both allowed to communicate about this problem. Like, I think it could be solved by communication, which is why I feel like a nobody's shitty here.
Okay, that's fair.
Like,
yeah.
I do think his feelings are valid about being frustrated about...
But I'm willing to bet she might have a reason to why she wants to be with someone while going to the bathroom. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, also the bathroom is like a sacred place. It's, it's a vulnerable place.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's
no,
weird.
I agree. Yeah. Thank you for changing my mind about it.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome.
Because I was illusioned by every comment being like, she's a child.
Sorry, Sarah, did you forget what website you're on? It's called reddit.fucking.com.
Every single person was like, I'm a woman and I'm an adult.
Oh, sure, bud. Sure,
I can go to the potty all by myself. I'm a woman for sure. Okay.
All right, nerd. Only nerds know how to use the bathroom. You learned how to be potty trained?
Oh,
come
wow.
on. Oh, you learned something.
Some of us never learned until 25.
Come on. All right. Final story of the night, man.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole for asking a woman at work to stop being so weird about taking a caramel?
About taking a caramel, sorry. I got caught up on the stop being so weird.
I will say it's written with all caps weird, so I'm trying to emphasize.
It hit me personally.
Am I becoming a better Reddit reader because I put emphasis on the words? Let me know in the comments down below.
Give me a pat on the back,
please.
Give
me a pat on the back. Yeah. Please say I'm good at this or I'm going to stop.
Or else I'm going to explode. I'm going to take a one-way ticket
to Margaritaville, yeah.
I'm going to check in at the Werewolf Castle and never check out.
I like to have snacks in my office, and I enjoy having something for people to take when they come in for a visit. I have a container of chocolate caramel thins open for anyone to take. The problem is that when many of the other women in my office take one, they do this whole song and dance. Oh, I shouldn't. Ooh, it's so bad. Ooh, but I just love chocolate. Ooh, it's so naughty. Stuff like this just annoys the crap out of me. Take a candy or don't, but don't force me to participate in whatever weird self-deprecating thing you're doing. Especially calling it naughty, like you're scolding a child. I always just smile blankly and they will look at me like I'm supposed to give them permission. Putting a sign that just says take one, and then people are like, let's take multiple. Oh shit, what if we get caught? It's Halloween every day.
I'm fucking dying.
I finally had it yesterday when one of the women stood in my doorway and pointed and was like, ooh, I love those caramels. They're so good, but I shouldn't. You're so bad for having these. I said, can you stop doing that? It's making me uncomfortable. She pretended to not know what I was talking about. I said, are you okay? You come in here and you act like you need my permission to eat a piece of candy. You keep calling it naughty like you're a little kid. It's super weird behavior and makes me feel uncomfortable, so please stop. She gave me a weird look and said she was just being silly and never mind. I found out later on that she said I ripped her head off and warned one of the other women who's always doing all that, ooh, I'm so bad crap to avoid getting candy from me unless she wants to be scolded. I'm not going to stop having candy out because there are some people who can do it without the whole song and dance. But am I really the asshole for just asking her to stop doing the, ooh, I'm so bad, ooh, crap? Edit. This is where we got to talk about Reddit needs to calm the fuck down.
Yeah, wow.
Okay, I am clearly the asshole. I will take the caramels home with me today so I don't have to put up with this gross self-deprecating humor thing anymore. I thought I was doing a nice thing, but I can't deal with the drama from the people with body image issues. I don't think it's fair they bring that into my office, so I'll just take them home.
Wow. What a bunch of shit. Damn.
To throw in
this one's gonna do numbers with the misogynists, dude. This
dude,
TikTok's gonna go crazy with misogynists. They're gonna be like, yeah, fuck women.
I will say
for eating candy.
I do want to say for the record, because I looked into it just to make sure, this is a woman writing this. So this is woman on woman violence.
Oh damn, that's crazy.
Why do people do that though?
Yeah, I feel you.
You know, it's like, I mean, I get self-deprecating humor, right?
I don't know how you look at somebody doing that and not see like an abused child. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just like,
I get it, yeah.
Feel empathy for the person that is trying to perform healthiness for you.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like, is it okay if I take it? I'm sure they're a little bit, I mean, let's ground ourselves here.
Let's ground it, yeah.
Because a lot of this is shit that the OP made up in her head.
Okay.
A lot of this is like not in reality. Like, yeah, they're doing a little song and dance or whatever, and it's like an office politeness thing. But then also probably they're saying, is it okay to take one?
Yeah, which I mean, I don't blame people for asking, you know, but like,
you don't like, yeah, it's yours. I'm going to ask you if I can take one. They're being polite.
Yeah, that is politeness. I agree with that.
Let's be honest about that.
But then adding on the
like, ooh,
I'm going to be a little
about
bad
it
today.
Ooh, look at you. You have that. And I get OP getting frustrated because it is like, if like, I think as a woman or even like as a man, weirdly, I feel like there's I'd get being uncomfortable by that for sure. I would also be uncomfortable. But I do think as a woman, it's kind of like you have the fat stuff. You have the fat making stuff. You must eat these all the time, you little fat fatty. I would never. I only do this once a day.
Oh, yeah.
I only show up at your place once a day because I'm skinny and you're fat. You know? And it is like... fuck off a little bit.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? Like, what the hell? Why are you kind of bad? I don't think they mean it.
Yeah.
But I do think they are trying to communicate with you. It's something I've had to learn too, because I'm also, I wonder if OP's a bit neurodivergent. I don't think it's possible. An excuse for sure, because it is like a office song and dance, an office tradition to kind of have a little, you have to say something.
I mean, yeah, I get it. Okay, I will say, I think it's good to put up the boundary, right?
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
The boundary I did think was quite direct and clear, and I did not think it was like she ripped my head off.
Yeah, I think that's
that was a bit of an exaggeration on their part as well.
Yeah.
But I do think, I think
the hot office gossip, you know?
Well, I mean, it's just like gonna happen too.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to do that. I do think some of you can't control how other people act.
Yeah,
it's kind of where I'm coming from.
And I don't blame people for feeling, and I mean, this is a societal thing, I guess, because you are right about, like, I think women do have to deal more with, like, the concept of, you know, you got to be skinny if anyone's going to ever if men are going to find you attractive, you got to be skinny. So you know, you're cheating on yourself when you have a chocolate.
To degender this, although I do think the gender is important.
Yeah.
To degender this, I do think it's like you're a pot dealer. And if somebody hit you up for pot and every time they were like, I'm so bad, I shouldn't smoke weed.
I'd be like,
no, I'm such a devil child for smoking the devil's lettuce.
Are you coming on to me?
I know. I would be like, what? Just take the fucking pot and give me the money.
Weed. Yeah, Jesus.
The fuck? Who cares?
Yeah, you can't.
But I do think that's a little different because there's a transaction involved.
Yeah,
and this is just like
free.
You can have it for free. Yeah. I think there's not a lot of people that do that, and so maybe that's also part of an uncomfortable thing, which I think is just a culture thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I wonder if there's a culture of like commenting on people's food, which I do hate. In an office, everybody fucking comments on everybody's fucking food, and it's bullshit unless it's allergy related.
Yeah, no, and I agree with that.
But I mean, just stop. It sucks because then you do it the first couple of times. You're like, oh yeah, we're talking about food, and then like 3 weeks into your job, you're like, holy shit, shut up about my fucking food. I know I bring a can of beefaroni into work every fucking day.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Oh, the office smells like beefaroni. The office smells like beefaroni. I'm poor. They don't pay me well enough. Can you chill? What am I supposed to do? Eat cold beefaroni out of a fucking can? No, because you'd make fun of me for doing that.
Yeah, exactly.
So shut up.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm supposed to cook a fucking 3-course meal every fucking day and bring it for lunch?
If you're the person making this an issue because for my eating habits, that's ridiculous. Because it's obviously an issue no matter what. Stop commenting, yeah.
Don't comment on people's food. Don't comment on people's bodies. And I do think that applies to yourself.
Yeah.
In the workplace.
Yeah, I agree with that. Because again, listen, I get self-deprecating humor. We do it all the fucking time.
It can come off as inappropriate.
Yes, I agree with that.
And I do agree. I think, like, you know, if they do have a body image issue, that is the way that they talk about it is their own.
Yeah, that's true.
But it is also like a professionalism thing. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah.
And I think because it could be like OP could have a body image issue.
That is true. Yeah.
So you could go to OP and be like, oh, you're so it's naughty to have sweets.
Meanwhile, you're like, oh,
I'm diabetic. I need sweets.
Yeah, I need sweets.
So can you fucking stop commenting on this?
Yeah.
And you can shut it down and be like, I'm diabetic. And that person can go to somebody else and be like, they chewed my head off. It doesn't change what actually happened, which is you just set a clear boundary.
Yeah.
So I think it, like, not the asshole, I do understand a little bit where the women are coming from and that they feel the need to perform this.
Yeah.
And you're going to have some empathy for them.
But also, I do think you have a boundary. You should set it. And
if it does make you uncomfortable, I think, it makes you uncomfortable. That's the end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
That. Yeah.
But it is really interesting. It is I just view it as like an anthropologic interesting thing. Like
your National Geographic, but inside the cubicle.
It's like, it's like we're two peacocks showing off our feathers to each other.
Yeah.
Like, why? We don't have to do this.
Yeah, it's okay. Let's just chill, man.
We're not gonna fuck.
Let's just fucking chill, dude.
Yeah, we're just talking and having a nice
I'm just trying to put the spreadsheets in, man. Just let me fucking...
I mean, maybe you do come at it from like a sense of concern. Like maybe it was a tone thing, which is also why it tipped me off that OP might be neurodivergent. Is like, just be like, hey, is there something going on? Like, you keep talking about your body and how you shouldn't eat food. I'm worried about you. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Because I do see it sometimes, like, even in chat, I'll stream, and then sometimes people will be like, I'm having a piece of cake and I shouldn't. And then I'm like, no, it's good. Your body needs nutrients.
Yeah.
Sugar is a
thing
that you need in your body.
Yeah.
So you're feeding your body, which is good.
Yeah.
Who cares if it's cake for breakfast? If that's what you have, you should eat it.
It's better than nothing.
It's better than not eating. And I'll just say it like that, like very plainly.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree with that. Yeah.
Or like, we all deserve a little treat.
So fuck it. Have a little treat.
Have a little treat.
Have a little treat, man.
People hate sugar, man. It's crazy how people hate sugar, dude. Whenever Northern Lion talks about sugar, people are like, but that's bad for you. And then it's turned into the poster abs in the Discord.
Yeah.
Until someone actually did it.
Yeah.
Which was funny.
But no, yeah, I get it, man. Anyway, solved it?
Solved it? I think that's the show.
I think that is the show. Sarah, what do you want to plug today?
You can follow me on Tumblr at ThatSoHeron, ThatSoHeron. I repost some stuff sometimes. Not really posting a lot of personal stuff, but sometimes I will. Who knows? I'm going to go do some customer service. I'm probably going to event post there.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
And also Blue Sky at ThatSoHeron, ThatSoHeron. And APWSTR Gaming. I stream there Mondays, not this week, not next week, because I'm doing a job and then the job's over. It's seasonal.
Back to it.
And then we're back to it. But we do have some gaming episodes coming out this weekend, next week.
Yeah.
We played Esoteric Ebb and we made a city in City Skylines.
Yeah, so which is fun. It's a
really
nice chill
fun.
time. Yeah.
It is super fun. And go subscribe there to see those episodes.
I'm Joshua Chinland on most things like Blue Sky, Instagram, all that fun stuff. A guy nicknamed JC on Twitch. I stream there Tuesday, Friday, some Fridays. Depends on if we're recording that day.
Yeah.
But Tuesdays and Fridays, sometimes at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this MFing podcast. Hype it on YouTube.
This MFing podcast.
Rate us 5 stars on Apple and Spotify podcasts. It helps out so much.
It does.
If you want to go the extra mile, if you're able to, we have Patreon, Buy Me a Coffee, those websites, APWSTR.
Yeah.
And we have mutual aid links down in our link tree as usual. Everything's in our link tree in our description.
Yeah.
Enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you enjoyed this episode.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
Yeah, bye-bye.
3:17. All right,
Perfect.
shit. Yeah, that's perfect timing, dude.
Oh,
Hell
awesome.
yeah. Dude, yeah, you gotta get to work.
I know, doing a training. I don't know what the fuck we're doing in the training, too. I think we're just yapping for 2 hours.
Hell yeah.
And then I have to do some modules afterwards. I was technically supposed to do it before this, but whatever.
Fuck it. Do you wanna take bets of, is the question, is a hot dog a sandwich that's gonna come up?
I don't actually think so, because there's like 100 people in this training. So if we did introductions for every single person, I would think it's either going to be like, what's your first initial? S-Q-T-V. Just the alphabet. Or it's going to be like, everyone shut the fuck up and listen to me talk for 2 hours.
You guys want to you guys aren't taking this seriously.
You guys want to learn about